avoiding traps and getting scared by a rust monster. Let's see. The bard, Leofire, has been hanging out with Sarah's Boneclaw, who I believe she named something recently.
Yes, his name is Fluffy.
Yay, Fluffy! And Fluffy has been holding the crystal in one hand, the summoning crystal. Or maybe both hands, who knows. Fluffy's been hanging on to it. And the last thing the party had been wishing for was some sort of blacksmith. That one didn't appear before they had to go out because a kobold came over to them and said that 2 scouting parties from a neighboring clan haven't come back from this destroyed tower thing that they went into. When they went to investigate, they discovered that it had become since inhabited. It has now been inhabited by a group of raiders, which the party has now taken over, basically, either impressing them into service or tying them up to be dealt with later.
Now.
Unfortunately, night has fallen, so they can't make it back to the Citadel with any of their prisoners, and they still haven't found the kobolds or any sign of what's happened to either scouting party. Having met one of the scouting parties before, which is when they first joined into the Citadel, they would know that there's at least one warrior type and one scholarly type, along with half a dozen or more little scavengers who basically, are basically sub-level 1 NPC types. The typical villager type, but they do scavenging work.
Bitches.
Yeah. You don't know how big these scouting parties are, but you at least know what you have an approximate number of probably more than 12 kobolds are down here somewhere. Possibly as many as 20. Leofire, you probably would have been told this by somebody and realized that the party left without you. And maybe you've been sulking about it. Maybe you've just been going, woohoo, I don't have to go traveling into a dangerous dungeon. Well, that's up to you.
Nope. He's busy trying to get his brewery up and running.
Okay. So
he's focused.
For whatever reason, yeah, you've come back and, currently you probably are mourning the lack of supplies because while you've gotten the groundwork done for your brewery, you have no grain, you have no water source, you basically have nothing to actually brew anything with. You just have some tanks that managed to be constructed and floor space and everything like that. So maybe you're back in the Citadel for that reason, and whatever reason that you're hanging near the Boneclaw, or maybe the Boneclaws come up to you. The crystal starts to glow all of a sudden, and all of a sudden, Lon pops into existence. Lon, from your perspective, I don't know what your backstory is exactly, or what you may have been doing, but you were basically about to be killed, crushed, stabbed. Up to you what was about to happen. You're not injured at the moment, but it basically looked
explosion.
like, okay, yeah, maybe an explosion was about to occur, and suddenly instead of being dead or
because of a gnome,
a tinker gnome exploded. Yay! Or maybe just a regular gnome that was pretending it was a tinker gnome. Anyway,
never have a gnome as apprentice.
Whatever happened. Maybe you were expecting to find yourself in the afterlife, or just expecting there to be nothing. I don't know what your character's religion might be, but instead of any of that, or instead of waking up and seeing the ceiling or seeing med clinic or whatever your people would have done, instead you basically find yourself in front of this little bard guy and a really big skeleton type creature with long claws and kind of fleshy bits on it. It's clearly some sort of undead, although it doesn't look like it's a rotting undead. If you know what I mean. Not sure if your character would have ever seen a Boneclaw before. And why don't you describe your character for the benefit of the little bard? And Bard, describe your character for Lon.
Okay, 1 second. I was looking through Song and Silence at the bard spells.
Okay.
Well, Lon appears to be human, and he has his hat, he has his jacket. He's armed with a bastard sword and a loaded shield. But that's all you can see on him.
Okay.
You know, brown hair, facial hair, etc. Gold eyes. And this very, very, very what the fuck look on his face.
What is this? Okay. As far as how the bard looks, he has black hair with a ribbon tied in it. One of his eyes is covered by hair that comes down. He's wearing loose pants with what seems to be a wave-like pattern on the legs. He's wearing slip-on shoes, a sleeveless coat, weird fingerless-like gloves that come up to around halfway up the forearm, and on his one arm there seems to be a circlet. As far as defining features on him, he appears to be 5'10", around 20s, in his late 20s, and has gray eyes. Also very much human.
Neat.
Chris, did you get them?
Yeah, I see it. I was waiting for Leofire to finish before sending anything that would distract Lon. So what do you do now that this has happened, Lon, and Leofire for that matter?
Obvious question? Where the fuck am I?
Leofire just shrugs before starting to compile a list of stuff he's going to need for his booze factory.
Bonka's gonna slowly open his mouth very creepily, saying, "You are in the royal city of New Hector."
Len, from your what you see you're basically in a very quiet space. Pretty much, it's just you're in basically a wide open area inside of a building, but there's nobody else except for you, the Bone Claw, and this weird guy standing in front of you. You also don't hear any normal street noises you might expect from some royal city. Basically, all seems to be quiet. It also appears to be nighttime outside, but you know that it wouldn't even in a large city that wouldn't necessarily translate to quiet.
There's no shambling skeletons around?
No, they're in a different part of they're not in the Citadel. They're in a different part of the Sector 1 fixing stuff.
Oh wait, I must get those skeletons their jam. Their music that they listen to while they work.
So, is this city located in the Nine Hells or what?
No.
To all of the questions, Leofire just shrugs.
From the doorway, from one of the doorways in this citadel comes a very strange-looking, well, it appears to be a woman of some kind. It looks kind of cat-like, with a cat-like face. Horns, however, going uprised, curving into each other up above the head. Cat-like ears, cat-like face, except it's also kind of orangey color, but also rather shaggy, if you get me. Like, not quite orangutan shaggy, but shaggier than you would expect on a cat person. She stops and tilts her head, looking at the three of you, since the Bone Claw is a person.
I stare back.
Oh, well. And you brought a new person in here. She looks over at Leofire.
He just popped in.
Well.
Wasn't there then, now is there.
And the rest of your friends?
What, they're not around?
No.
They've been kind of busy trying to compile lists.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I bring you and him and Fluffy here to your friends and see what they say.
Fluffy?
Then she points over at the bone claw. That's his name, Fluffy. I'm Thorn. Thornwalks. And who might you be?
I'm Lan, and this is...
Oh, this is
The
Leo
friend.
Fire. She pats Leo Fire on the head.
He looks slightly annoyed.
So how about it, little bard? How about I bring you over to Sarah and company?
Might as well.
All right then.
At this point, I might have a desire to wonder why the heck they went off without pointing out or telling me.
I don't know. I also assumption that bards are evil.
Bards aren't evil, they just don't matter. Sorry.
No, that's classist.
You don't know nothing about classism. You're Americans.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything just went dark.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, well, hold on a second. I'll fix your token so you can see. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Sorry, Lyra. Okay, I was deciding now is a good time to sit on my lap. So she was kind of blocking the usage.
Feels like I claim the seat now.
Yes. Oh, Leofar, your token needs to be updated. Do you have any sort? Yeah, Leofar, do you have any sort of light source?
No, but I can make some real quick.
No, I was just checking to make sure that you didn't have a lamp on you. Thorn is also standing like right in the middle of you guys. She kind of waves over at Sarah and points out Lan. Looks like you have a new friend already.
Oh my
While you
God.
might be getting teleported all over the place. Honestly, this is the second time in the last 5 minutes.
What the hell is
Yeah.
happening up there?
Demi bitch is here. Sarah smiles. No
Am I
offense,
allowed
by
to
the way.
move my? Am I allowed to move
Yeah,
my?
you guys can
miniature?
move, but no further than where the Tari is right now. Lon, everybody, Lon. She points out the new guy.
I had the bone cloud moved back there.
Okay, she's gonna be standing right now between Yuki and Thatari.
One second, guys.
So, Lon, you're now surrounded by an eccentric group of people. One of them is clearly a necromancer, which would be this one here. One of them is wearing bone armor, this guy here. One of them is wearing a whole odd section of things. I forget what she's wearing. And this guy here is clearly when you look closely, is clearly a skeleton in armor. And then there's the ninja, the ninja standing over here, and I forget exactly what she is.
Who?
Sunset.
Sunset? She's like a rogue Deathbringer. So
No,
basically she looks like a rogue.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, a rogue-looking woman. They both. The ninja's clearly a ninja. The other one looks like some kind of rogue.
Okay, someone important, explain.
Basically, you were brought here by the crystal. That so happily was I placed in my bone claw's possession. When we ask for something from it, it takes a while for, well, or things that we need. And therefore, you're here.
Basically, a magic thingamajig has brought you from another world to come and help us kill things and make money. You want to kill things and make money?
More concerned of what the fuck, and wasn't I just in a huge explosion just now?
I couldn't possibly say.
Well, if there was a huge explosion, I think I would rather be here than clean up that mess.
Well, there you go.
So, what needs its head chopped off?
Well, we'll see.
Something around one of these corners, probably.
Now, Thorn, why are you here? I know you're up to something.
Oh, I just need to borrow some.
Yourself and her amazing furkini.
I just wanted to show off your new friend. Oh, and I need to borrow some people. And she abruptly vanishes with Yuki and Tatari.
No, the furkini is gone.
Sarah twitches her eye. That bitch.
Hey, she's my girlfriend.
They were just slowing things down by keeping us safe.
Alright,
Griff,
everybody...
can you make the bone clothes proper size?
Right, of course. Yeah, we need to... Hold on, let me readjust it on your sheet. Oh, that's Sarah. Everybody roll your initiative again so that, especially now that we don't have we don't have two dedicated trap finders. I need to see when you're running into a trap or a monster that's on the GM level.
Can I cast a spell to increase my initiative?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I will see what it comes up with, and then add 6 to that.
Excellent.
It's a good thing I did.
Yeah, oh my god. At least you got a 14 now.
Again. Why does my notepad always go missing right when I need it?
Could you reorder the
I will
turn
in a
order?
second. 1 second, guys.
Sure.
Sorry, like I said, I suddenly realized that the notepad that I had sitting there that I thought was for this game is actually for another game. And therefore not the one I need right now. Because the one I need right now has a listing of what you've all already encountered and taking that into account. Damn it. Oh, there it is. It's underneath the other monitor. Dumbass me. Oh, cool. That's an awesome picture. Anyway. Sarah, what's that roll for?
I'm typing it for you.
Okay. Alright, I believe Mythos also had the skeleton Roomba that was currently down there. I was having it going around before all of this.
Yep, so 60 more feet along the wall.
Oh wait, are you gonna have it go straight or down?
It's following the wall. That's what it does.
Okay. So it's now down there. You still feel it connected to you, so it's not like it just vanished into some monster's gullet or anything like that. And it doesn't appear to have triggered any traps, so you haven't heard anything.
Alright. And for my move, I guess I'll just inch closer a little bit. But, yeah.
I actually quite... Go on.
Would you mind if I put some... so I think I have like a few other performers. If I put some other instruments on the performs?
Sure. What
So all
sort
I
of
have is
instruments do you want? Because right now, I think all you're carrying is the bagpipes.
Yeah, but this would be other instruments that he'd be proficient in, or that he'd willingly use.
Once you
Okay.
get the items.
This is finished. Sarah, what would you like to do?
Sarah's gonna.
Sorry,
Right
it's a little
here.
bit noisy right now. I'm just moving stuff from my sheets around.
Like up near her.
Now, as you're looking around, you actually spot more of those symbols scattered around the floor, and your foot brushes one that feels a lot like the same one that sucked away one of your shadows earlier. So you seem to be standing on top of one of those shadow traps. Of course, it's completely inactive right now because there's currently no shadows with you.
Mm. Oh, that's in my sight range, but it's dark. What the hell is that?
Well, you have to get closer to say. There are various decorations and various monsters that are blending in with the background, plus other features in this dungeon.
I'm right there.
And dark vision is black and white, after all.
Yeah.
Shadow Blast, no, but you didn't get any worse because you got turned into a plant. You got to wander around his root for a while.
Dagoth still has some movements. And then I
Oh,
started
you didn't put Dagoth on a separate initiative and the Bone Claw on a separate initiative?
No, they're going off. Okay.
Dagoth, you can't. You have to have Dagoth on his own initiative because he is a fully realized person now.
Okay.
Bone Claw, on the other hand, I guess you could still use it, Sarah. But since Dagoth was moving after Sarah anyway, there you go. Dagoth have any more movement in him?
Yeah.
It looks like it'll be a tough squeeze for the Bone Claw to get through these corridors. At least it could probably move through these corridors, through like these type of passages.
But it'll take squeeze penalty.
Yeah, basically he would have a hard time fighting at that point.
Ew. I hate you, Grizz. What is that?
Okay. From what you can tell from here, you see some rust on the floor. Probably whatever the rust monster that came down to investigate the noises you were making was eating earlier. And you see what looks like a pool of oil sitting in a dip in the floor in the middle there. On top of the pool of oil is resting or gently floating another one of those tablets that you had been collecting. The ones that were giving you information.
Tablets are made of stone or metal?
They seem to be made out of some kind of stone.
Burn the oil.
Alright, Dagoth doesn't have any more movement, does he?
Nope.
Okay. Would you like to... Okay, Valencia.
Valencia, there's this tablet floating. Would you like to take a look?
Give me a moment. Hello, my name is Valencia, and she will extend a hand towards... And your name is?
Speaking to Lan.
Yeah.
Oh, Lan, nice to meet you.
Well, if we're going to be working together, I think it would be advised to at least get onto first name basis in case I need to, for instance, shout to tell you you're about to stand on an explosive or something.
By the way, once we get to a free spot, I would need a sample of your blood.
That's not creepy at all.
I mean, of course it's creepy, it's Sarah. What is this pool of oil? 2, 3, 4. Which direction?
Sarah points up where Dagoth's at.
North.
6. Oh, I suppose my character is a troglodyte at the moment, so I'm a lizard person. But, you know, whatever. All things, including being a lizard, are transitory. That's as far as I can move, and I'm gonna... Full defense, I'm not gonna double move up there. I can't see anything yet, but that's because my eyes aren't great in this darkness.
Lan.
Is there a light source in here somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Mythos has a light source on him, and as is Valencia.
Got an ever-burning torch.
I have night vision, so I don't need it.
I do have low light vision, so technically, if there's a torch going off, that light for me should be going further.
Alright, what's the
I
difference
thought
between low
you
light
had.
vision
I
and...
thought you had dark vision.
I got both.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure how to
technically
program that
that-
into. I'm not sure how to program that into the light thingy, so I just put the
Yeah.
standard.
What's
So
the
what,
difference
you've got
between low light
bright
and
vision
dark
out to 60 feet, therefore, and then shadowy vision out to 80, presumably?
No, it's okay. So I guess I'll walk around and see what the fuck's going on.
Apparently, they're looking at something towards this direction. Ooh,
How do you do
That's not
that?
nasty at all.
that was neat. That also helped with me figuring out if people run into traps if they're not searching for them. Of course, you know that they're using the skeleton Roomba to clear out traps in their advance.
Oh, interesting.
Can you do anything else this round, or?
How do you
That
do
means-
that move?
That means it's Hector's turn.
Blam.
Hold on.
I guess I go full defense just in case or something.
Alright, so I got the same movement speed as Dagoth. Because I got these boots. So that's one. So we'll go up to here. That's 40, right? Up here.
Right here will be your 40, unless. No, right there, where Dago's at.
I'm going by the wall right here.
Yeah, this is basically as lined up as I could get it with the grid, without making it either too big or too small.
Be careful, Hector. Remember, you got your ass whooped by that clay golem.
And not to mention, he wandered into a room filled with yellow mold.
Yeah.
Boy, it's gonna be black mold.
Well, it
Okay.
looks like a puddle of oil from here. It is occasionally having what is it? Those little tremors you get in water when there's movement around. You know how that pulls out. You know, like that scene in Jurassic Park with the T-Rex wandering by. You could see the puddle, the water vibrating.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
doing that when you walk. So it looks like some sort of pool of, you know, just black stuff. It looks like oil from here. And I said the tablet seems to be light enough to float on top of it. Yeah, you're not getting much more information other than you can. It's definitely another tablet with writing. You can't make out what the writing is from this distance, but clearly it's another. It's the same as the tablets you've been picking up and learning about this place.
Alright, I'm gonna do a will check for scent. See if I can smell what that is in the
All right.
you know.
See that wisdom. You got a decent roll.
Let me just think about for a second what that would
You rolled a
smell-
6.
what that would smell like. So give me 1 second, okay?
Alright.
Well, if it doesn't smell like oil, we know it's not oil.
Well, for
Hector,
one
why
thing,
did you roll will? You're supposed to roll wisdom for
Am
your
I?
scent.
Oh shit, I fucked up. I didn't scroll up enough. Wisdom is even better than my will, so it would have been near. I would have gotten it regardless. Like, there you go.
Okay. Let me whisper this to you, and you can decide what you want to say to people.
Okay.
He ain't gonna say anything. That's what we're gonna end up finding.
Alright, there you go.
Alright, so, anybody with anything that don't want to lose made of metal, don't come in here. I don't know what the black stuff is, but it smells good. Also, there's kobolds around here, but the trail leads out of the room, not in.
Actually, no, that's not what I said. I've said there's a distinctive smell of kobolds from the room. However, there's also a fainter trail of kobolds leading towards the south.
So, I mean, so I guess some of them died here?
Possibly, but you can't see a body from here.
So why not bring metal stuff in there?
It smells corrosive.
Oh, my stuff's fine then.
Alright. That's my turn.
Alright. Now we go to Leofire.
With the best initiative roll in the world.
Second. Got it. Okay. So I wanted to check something real quick.
Oh, bagpipes.
No.
Immune to corrosiveness.
Going to. Yeah, that'll work for me. I'm gonna move forward a bit. Right here. And I'm gonna get my pipes ready for this. I'm gonna have my bagpipes at the ready.
Mythos, what would you like to do?
Told you bards are evil.
Alright. I guess my skeletal Roomba continues along the wall 60 feet as always.
Which direction?
Since we're going north.
I guess it's going the direction of where the wall leads.
So that would be,
Ball and just
Sweet.
follows like that.
Yeah, that would.
okay. So if that's
And
the case,
since-
then he goes in this direction. You hear a faint crunching noise, and you suddenly no longer have a skeleton to deal with. But you guys are kind of distracted by that oil pile at the moment. So,
Just look for the pile of broken and destroyed bones.
Alright.
It's not going to leave anything,
I tell
unfortunately.
everybody there's some sort of trap there, and I guess I'll head north, because that's apparently what we're doing.
Woo, death pit.
It's a good thing we can move through each other.
Sarah, what would you like to do?
Halfway through its normal speed during tight closes, correct? Tight quarters?
Yeah, I believe so.
I personally like the bone claw being behind us, so
Hey,
that if
by the way,
anything
does the
comes up
bone
behind
claw
us,
smell of death? I keep forgetting, because I described it as not smelling like death, but maybe I'm wrong. Because I know
Well,
that
it's not decaying.
That's what I thought, yeah. And neither is Dagoth, for that matter, I imagine. I imagine the only one you have to worry about decaying smell would have been the spawn of, the thing with the bones.
Those things smell like death.
Yeah, those things would have drawn carrion crawlers all over the place.
It would have been lovely. More XP.
Not really, considering how high level you are.
Sarah's gonna move up
If they
behind
get a lucky
Hector.
paralysis shot on you.
Just be careful, Hector. We don't know what that thing is.
This looks like a pool of oil from here. It's just occasionally vibrating from the walking, and other than that, it's just perfectly still. Dagoth.
Sarah's gonna wait.
Oh.
Sarah's still gonna do an action. So come on next. I'm gonna test something out, you guys. Don't get near it just yet. Sarah's gonna do summon. She's gonna summon something.
Okay. What's she going to summon?
I need to find out what the summons.
Breakfast burrito.
And that's still next turn, correct?
Yes, it'll come out next turn.
Alright, so we'll worry about it then. Think about your summons while we go to Dagoth.
Sarah's gonna be wary of Dagoth too, so she's gonna warn Dagoth, don't go up ahead. So he's just gonna take one step behind her.
Dagoth is covered in metal armor.
And I know what I'm gonna summon.
What are you gonna summon?
A bugbear zombie.
Woo.
Oh, spirit zombie.
Right there. Dagoth's just gonna go in a defensive stance.
Okay, that hasn't appeared yet, but oops. Okay, Val. The bugbear has not appeared yet. The bugbear is just there as a holding pattern.
Okay, but you are casting a spell.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's this pool of black oil. I don't want to get too close to it in case something comes out of it.
Black oil with a tablet floating on top of it.
Yeah.
A stone
And also
tablet.
because it might give off corrosive fumes. And I do have metal objects on my person.
Same.
I'm going to check. I think that's probably the end of my turn. I will go into full defense. I'm just going to check to see if there's anything I actually want to cast. Doesn't look like it.
Lon, what would you like to do?
I better move closer so when shit happens I can get in there. And full defense.
Alright. You're not going past anybody? Okay. Hector.
No, I'm gonna let the bunch of randoms poke at shit I don't understand.
Okay, good point. Hector, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I'll take a step forward real quick, just to see if I can see anything around the corner. Well, the room is small. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing in here is the pile of rust over here, probably from that rust monster's meal that you just fought and killed, and the big pool of oily-looking substance that appears to smell corrosive, with a tablet floating on top of it.
All right. That's all.
Okay. Leofire.
I'm gonna move forward a bit. Just put it right here. And then I'm going to cast Crescendo.
What does Crescendo do?
Let's see. Spell creates a martial fanfare that slowly builds in volume, inspiring you and your comrades to ever greater combat prowess. During the first round of the spell, the horns... Oh, I have a thing I'm going to be putting in the Discord for it. Horns and drums can be heard faintly, but no other effect occurs. On the second round, the music becomes louder and more inspiring. Each affected creature gains a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls. This bonus increases to 2 at the third round, and then 3 in the fourth round as the music gets louder and louder. Allies who move more than 30 feet away from you lose the bonus, but they regain it at its current level if they later step back within range.
Excellent. So you have to put an aura up around you so I can see where the aura of effect is.
Can I make a question?
Sure.
Why not just use your normal bard performance?
Because that only gives a solid +2, I think. This one you'll be able to eventually put on your attack roll.
Yeah, for one round.
And no?
Duration 4 rounds. Yeah.
Yep.
So does nothing on first, +1 on second, +2 on third, +3 on fourth, then stops.
I mean, I can switch back to that too, but I'm wanting to get that up and running. Especially because the reason why I was you saw me using the distance measurer.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I wanted to make sure that the bugbear was within range.
Sure. It's just basically I don't think Crescendo's a good spell, but there's no problem with it.
Bards.
It is if you hit.
Disagree.
If you use what med magic it is, like extend.
8 rounds is not long. Yes, it's better than nothing, but because it's only adding to accuracy, and because the bardic performance normally adds to both accuracy and weapon damage, I'd still say you're better off using your normal bard performance, especially because you only need to do it for 1 round, and then everybody holds it for a number of rounds equals your bard level or something. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Whatever. Well, it's loud and impressive, and I do believe everything in the dungeon knows we're here now.
Honk.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys just want me to grab it with Mage Hand? I mean, I can do that.
Yeah, can you? But still don't trust this ooze. Whatever this ooze is. You know what I meant, Grizz. I didn't mean it like the monster. All we can do is
schmooze.
A monster falls out of the ceiling, the ooze explodes, or turns into a monster, and I will grab it with Mage Hand and grab the tablet with Mage Hand and kind of pull it towards us, I guess.
Excellent. Since the tablet is light enough, that should work. Congratulations. I need to add to the tablet. Well done. So let me figure out where the tablet went. Ah, there it is. Tablet journal.
Congratulations, you broke her encounter.
No.
That thing can always come up and get us later, so let's just collapse everything once we leave.
You also don't know what happened. Hector also smelled something dead in this room, and smelled the kobold in this room. And there's no kobold body that can be seen anywhere. So
yeah.
okay, this means Mythos should be reading out the tablet at this point, since he's the one now holding it, and I have now added to it. There's a new entry.
Well, technically, it can only move 15 feet, so it's either hovering in front of...
Oh, okay, so Leofire or Hector, which one of you wants to read? Pick now.
Okay.
Leofire, then. Leofire. The newest entry would be at the one at the bottom.
What was that?
I said the newest entry is the one at the bottom of the tablet journal.
Being the bard that he is, he's throwing a flare on it. He's going into a creepy voice. I can't do a creepy voice worth crap, so...
I know that feeling.
The prince created a horrific experiment today. He decided to use the blood we had been collecting from the test subjects and mixed it with the sample he had. It was hard to contain the result, but he seemed most pleased. After reading that, Leofire point just calmly states that the prince seems like an asshole and a mad scientist.
What's science?
He seemed pretty happy according to that tablet.
He's a happy scientist.
Seriously, what's science?
Science is the study of things. If you're a wizard, you're technically a scientist, but you're a magic scientist.
Am I?
You study an experiment. Anybody who studies an experiment and attempts to create results from such experiments is therefore a scientist. It is not. It's not a discount of magic.
Science is a school of magic in the physical realm.
It's magic without the arcane.
You mean like engineering?
Yes.
Exactly.
Engineers are magicians.
Gotcha.
Engineers are magical. They do magical things. Okay.
Magnets, how do they work?
Sarah, your bugbear. You're still making your bugbear appear, correct?
It should appear this round.
Okay, then it appears, and you're putting it where? Directly on top of the pile?
No, in front of it.
Okay. So I'm doing
That's
it right there.
yeah, I'm touching it slightly. Dip his toe on it.
What would you like
see
to
how
do?
warm it is.
It's gonna order this damn bugbear. Fucking smack that piece of shit, whatever it is.
Check that out first.
The bugbear zombie gets a bunch of rust on its hand.
No, I mean like this.
Okay.
The goop.
It's gonna slap it.
The puddle seems to splash a bit, and the bugbear's hand dissolves as a result. It seems to be
He didn't need it
trembling
anyway.
more now.
What was that, Chris?
I said the puddle seems to be trembling more than just from the movement of your feet now, and more from what would be caused by the slap that it received, especially since it dissolved the hand.
I think it's hungry, guys.
I have a free bugbear. I don't need that. Thing. I could just make some.
What are you gonna
Chance,
do
pick
with
this up and
Dagoth?
run.
That's a bunch of that's just rust. It's a rust pile laying on the floor. That's rust.
We can make thermite.
It could be.
You don't know how to make thermite.
I think I know how to make thermite.
And get a defensive stance.
Okay. Val, what would you like to do?
Nope.
Welcome back.
Who's that? Me?
Good lord.
Oh, hello. Sorry. Right. It's still just basically wobbling around, right? It hasn't tried to do anything.
It hasn't moved, but it dissolved the hand of the bugbear that tried slapping it, and it is vibrating in the dip in the floor much faster than any movement around it that could be causing it.
Okay.
Anaconda.
So it's under its own motive power, presumably.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it with a crossbow.
You're gonna enter into combat, huh?
I guess so.
Shoot a crossbow bolt into the pool of
Alright.
oil.
Well, Boulevard now gets initiative since you're more than just experimenting with it. You're physically attacking it.
Cool.
What's the crossbow bolt made out of?
Presumably metal and then wood.
Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve.
Do you want me to roll the attack?
I have to figure out its initiative. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Wait, should I roll the bugbear's damage when I did the hit?
You should be half
No,
damage
it's
now.
0 damage from that slap. Hold on. Valencia. Go down to Valencia. All right, Valencia.
All right.
That's not good.
What accuracy am I at? +5, I think. I'm just gonna roll rather than use couch sheet because I find it easier.
All right.
I don't think I'm at any great penalties.
Let's see here. What kind of damage would you say that does?
Piercing, right?
Yeah, arrows do piercing.
Instead of bolts.
Let's get the freaking blood tips.
Alright. It deals absolutely no damage to it. Instead, it does the following. There are now 2 giant puddles in this room. They're now overflowing from the bank, but they're clearly 2 distinct puddles.
Sweet.
Let's see here.
You mistake me for somebody that can actually cast evocation spells?
Oh.
Give me 1
So I take it
second.
this. So I take it whatever this thing is has damage reduction.
Oh, it's far worse than that.
Yep, that's my turn done.
This one, since it's its turn first, comes over this way and completely dissolves the bugbear.
Okay.
This one now comes forward, and let's see its attack. It is doing a slam attack against Hector. I believe that's Hector in front of us, right?
Yes, that is Hector.
Oh, net 20! Net 20!
Oh dear.
That means an automatic hit. Now you have to roll reflex to see how much acid damage you take.
It needs to confirm as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
No, Grizz needs to confirm the crit.
I don't think it got actual crits like that. I just said it got a net 20.
Sure, but it's an attack.
Alright.
Hector, does a 20 beat your AC?
My AC, hold on. My AC is 27.
So no, it doesn't confirm crit.
But it does hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even if it wasn't a net 20, oh, yeah. Because I would have still hit that. Which means that you have to roll reflex to avoid some of the acid. DC 21 reflex save or armor clothing dissolves and becomes useless. You also take 11 damage.
Okay, how much?
However, you were in
Six
bone
thirty?
damage. Bone, aren't you? It
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
affect
wearing
stone, but yeah, it affects your organic material. So yeah, it would definitely absorb your bone armor. Okay, you just lost a big chunk of your AC.
Yep. Yeah, I do believe you guys actually needed a smith. None of you thought it was a good idea to put Dorval on any of your armor?
Well, he's got bone armor, so it doesn't really count. Yeah, you're let's see. Whatever type of armor you wear on your chest has now completely dissolved away, and whatever AC bonus you get from that is gone.
Expensive.
Now, being bone armor, would that affect your hit points as well?
It won't affect his hit
Alright,
points.
so you've just basically lost a whole bunch of AC. Len, what would you like to do?
Plus, I take the 11 damage too, right?
Yes, you take 11 damage, and because you failed the reflex, you also lost
He would
your
still
armor
get the damage. He would still get the damage reduction though, so he would only take 9.
for acid.
Yeah, I believe.
No.
No.
No, never mind.
You don't apply damage reduction except to damage that is bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing.
Yeah, this is
Acid
acid
is
damage,
important.
purely.
Energy damage, and therefore you'd need like fire resistance or acid resistance in this case.
Yep.
Acid, but yeah. Well, I can't get in there and do anything because there's people in the way.
Yeah, Leofire and Hector are both standing in the way. Basically, I had to move these things because basically they're
So,
right there, they're-
full-round
they're-
action,
things.
adapted style.
Adaptive style.
It allows me to switch around maneuvers as a full round action instead of as a 5-minute thing.
Okay. So it's Hector's turn. Get out of there.
Wait, split them both one more time.
No.
Yeah, that'll make fireballs more effective. Do it.
I've
I've still got a fireball left.
Save your fireball.
So we should.
I know how to make these things use.
Okay. Alright,
Can I attack it first and then move?
Can.
Lan, are you finished with your turn?
Yeah, that was a full round action.
Okay, sorry. Hector, what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack with my bludgeoning weapon that's enchanted with
Your
fire.
mundane crystal.
Okay.
It's
And crystals
got
won't dissolve. Okay, good.
fire damage, ice damage, shocking damage.
Okay.
Do your attack roll.
Do my whole thing. Does that hit?
Yep, it does.
23.
1 second. Let me see how much damage. Let's see what the something else here. Okay.
Is that a crit? No.
No.
Is it?
36 damage done to it. Alright. So that's 36.
And I'm going to move away.
5-foot step. Or
I'm going full distance, right?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah, you
there's a spot place you can go 5-foot step.
you can place it there, or you could just move through us if you want.
I just want to go right behind here.
Okay, then the slime gets an attack of opportunity. Or whatever it is.
You don't know what it is. You're gonna have to do knowledge arcana or knowledge engineering to know what that is then. Alright, well if it gets an attack of opportunity, remember your AC has been destroyed. Ooh,
I got better than that.
my god, that was a great damage roll, but I rolled a nat 1, so it just missed you as you ran away.
Good, because that bitch slapped there and ran. Let's go.
So Hector,
Fire,
next time
what would you like to do?
they're all yours. And not Leafire. Hector.
Oh.
Evan?
You know what? I retreat.
Expeditious retreat?
Withdraw action.
I really don't have anything special for running away. I'm just moving backwards.
Okay.
Right about here. And once I get in position, I will attempt to inspire courage.
And you've got that crescendo thing going, right? I need an
Yep.
aura around you
This
to
will be
know
like-
how far away the sound reaches.
30 feet.
Feet. So, like, what is it? Draw shape?
It's those aura things.
Yeah, I have no
Look on
idea.
your
If you
token.
click-
Click on your token, and you'll see aura. You just have to type in the number there, and it'll produce an aura around you, and pick a
Okay.
color.
What? Where? I have
On
no
your
idea
token.
what any of these
On
things
your
are.
token. Click on your token.
Uh-huh.
And then click on the settings tab thing. The cog.
Mm-hmm.
It'll open up with like name, bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, aura 1, aura 2.
Okay.
So you want to put like 30 feet into one of those auras.
Yeah, and give it a color that you like. Okay.
I don't
that's how far away the music is. You might want to pick something other than yellow. I've got a yellow aura around something else nearby.
Also, we can't see it. You
I'm gonna let
GM needs to
everybody-
make it
Yeah, I
obvious.
know. I'm going to make it obvious to everybody in a sec. I just want to... It can't be yellow and it can't be black.
That's not what I thought it was. I thought that was a blue. You know what? Red. Red for danger zone.
I got it. Hold on. I'll fix that. 1 second. I was going in there, edit it. It's like a really dark purple. Just there we go.
Lamb, do you have anything that could help against acid? Help enchantments against acid? For armor?
Meanwhile, as Leofire does that, the Bone Claw now gets a sight of something coming down the corridor.
Well, one, I seriously doubt these things can dissolve my equipment. Two, I'm gonna go in there and burn the Mount Hammer to the child.
Okay.
I'm a melee caster, not a spellcaster.
Just asking. You are a blacksmith. That's why we asked.
Mythos!
All right, Sarah, you said you had some sort of mysterious
Yes.
plan for this? All right, then I'll delay my action until after Sarah,
All right.
because...
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 strength damage. Let me use finger darts between these two.
And what sort of damage does it do?
It does dex damage.
Yes, I know, but what sort of damage would that equivalent be?
Towards what? Towards me? Or?
Towards the things in front of you. I mean, is it blunt, piercing, what?
It's magical. It does dex damage.
Yes, but since you're firing something at it, does it count as piercing damage?
No, it counts as magical.
All right.
Basically, it's an effect, not an attack.
All right. That's why I need to check on.
And I use my circlet, so this one takes 3 dex damage, that one takes 2 dex damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Uzis can actually take dex damage.
They can.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Because Uzis don't actually have a dexterity score. Well, they have like a dexterity score of 1, so I'm not sure if they can
Yeah,
actually
which means
take
they can
dexterity
take it.
damage.
It takes them to 0.
I'll check the glossary for it.
Ah, there we go. Non-abilities. Some creatures lack ability scores. That's right next to that. Any creature that could move at least 1 point of dexterity. A creature with no dexterity can't move. If it can perform actions such as it confides to intelligence modifiers, this creature automatically fails reflex saves next turn. Okay, so it can still attack. Alright. It just can't move
But
anymore. They can't move, but they can still attack.
So that takes my circlet charge for doing that. And now I'm going to use my rod, one of my last 2 charges on my rod, to heal my strength damage. And that's the end of my turn, but I'm going to move the Bone Claw back up. And it's gonna tell everybody something's coming.
Mythos, what would you like to do?
Coming.
Oh, that's a really interesting interaction. So, a creature with no dexterity performs gets its int modifier to initiative checks, but a creature with 0 dexterity and a non-ability in int automatically fails initiative checks. I don't even know what that means.
You can't fight. You're knocked out. Yes.
You're helpless.
Like, there isn't a succeed-fail in that. Don't. Oh.
There you go. They're no longer able to move.
Let's see. Well, I mean,
Now you can fireball them, so they won't be able to get closer now.
They do auto-fail reflex now.
If you miss, it's fireball, boy.
I can't miss a fireball. Thank you very much.
I don't know, you missed that orb.
What happened to that other attack that blew up half the team?
Let's see.
I appreciate being called half the team, but I'm not actually half the team.
Yeah, yeah. So that's 20 radius.
I've hit myself
So
with a
I guess
fireball a
I'll
few
just-
times.
Gosh dang it. Here. That's within 20 feet of them both. So, let's see. That's good enough.
Better than expected.
1 second, guys. I'll be back. I need to deal with
That's more than
something.
average.
Alright.
I did blow myself up, so guess I'll be happy with that.
37 fire damage.
37 on both of these. Okay. Oh, that was that. Dagoth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let Dagoth get close to those from just seeing what happened to Hector.
Yeah, Hector lost his armor.
Dagoth, be careful. Just stay right there. I need to equip your crossbow later on. He's just gonna get a defensive standstill.
doesn't do anything. It's just going to just defensive. All right. Valencia.
All right, now it's actually become a monster. Somebody will want me to cast a spell at it, I presume.
Yeah,
I mean, I could shoot it again. That will only benefit us, right?
Valencia,
I
to
don't-
show me your magic power.
Just throw a rock at it.
That counts as bludgeoning.
I'm not proficient in rocks, though.
Yeah, that reminds me.
That's
Rocks
fine.
really
It's got
are
like
that
zero.
size. Sorry, I forgot when I
Got like no AC and it can't move. It's fine.
yeah. There's two of
Throw a
them.
rock at it. Don't waste spells, even though I just did.
Yeah, the rock's useless though.
I don't think I can enlarge person on Dagoth because I don't think he is a person. No, he is not
Yeah.
a person. That is
You're
unfortunate.
racist.
Spells are racist. Person means
Fundamentally.
He's going
humanoid.
to be a large person in a very tight corridor.
Wouldn't matter. Give him extra damage. No, I am basically just going to go full defense, I'm afraid. I can't do anything that will help here. And it doesn't appear necessary for me to act. So,
Okay. Let's see. That thing can't do anything. Let's see about its reach.
Since the size class down, doesn't it lose its reach?
That's a good point.
loses 5 feet of reach, probably.
Yeah. So
Does
that
Oozes
means
even have a reach?
yes.
Yeah,
Which
it's not
means
going to be a
It's out
swarm.
of your thing. However, Dagoth is within range.
That had 15-foot reach.
Yep, they have 15-foot reach. Oh wait, no, 10. Sorry,
Yeah.
10-foot reach, 15-foot space. Done.
But if they've moved down a size, then it'll be a 5-foot reach,
Darn it. Yeah.
10-foot space.
Doesn't reach count towards squares when it comes to squares, not feet? So if it says 15 feet, that means 10, if it's sideways.
I
Never mind.
think
It can't reach either of you. Darn it.
there are very specific rules on
Len,
provoking
what would you like
attacks
to
for
do?
that kind of reach.
So do they have reach, or do they not have reach?
It can't reach far enough anymore because it went down a size class.
So the reach is normal as anyone else's.
Yeah. I was looking at space, not reach. Duh. Space is 15. The reach was 10. But since it got split in half, the two of them will be somewhat smaller. Now
I'm
you're
gonna
within
come up.
threat range.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up here and hit this guy with a burning blade.
It's a blade weapon.
It does fire damage.
What other types of damage does it do?
Mountain hammer.
Isn't Mount Hammer a bludgeoning attack?
You said
No,
blade.
it just bypasses all DR and hardness.
You said blade weapon though. You specifically
That's just the
said
name of the mover.
yes, but what type of weapon is it?
Bastard sword, so it is a blade weapon.
Which means it is a slashing damage. Which one are you attacking? This one in front of you?
The one in front of me, yeah. And by the way, how many bonuses did my hit am I getting?
+2. I'm guessing.
All
Anybody
right.
got any advances on that?
Well, the thing just split right in front of you.
Anyways, how much damage do I do to it?
Hold on 1 second. I have to make it go down a size. Make this one go down a size.
So, I don't know what the power
Okay,
is.
the one
but
in
I
front of
bypass it.
you evaporates because of the fire damage. The other damage did not do anything to it. This one, hold on. 1 second.
So I'm guessing their damage reduction is they just immune to slashing and piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And from the look
No,
of it,
worse,
they split.
worse than that. They split when you hit them with piercing and slashing.
Oh, yeah, they split their HP though.
Yep, they do, but they still they're turned to smaller ones with the same damage ability, the same
So wait,
abilities to damage you.
So blade does no damage at all.
The fire damage destroyed the other one, but when it split,
I have enough hit points.
the
Oh my
hit
God.
points split, but then the one in front of you still died. Hector, what would you
Oozes
like
have got
to do?
nothing going for them apart from hit points.
Alright, so,
Yeah, but they're still affected by the 0 dex because he still split off the one with 0 dex. So that means it still gets a stat bonus from the one before.
Alright, so I'm going to use my,
I don't know.
I'm going to use my,
Actually, no. I
ring.
think that's true.
If it's got 10 or fewer hit points, it can't split.
Oh, you're right. It didn't. So, forgot it only had 7, so that one's dead anyway.
I am sorry, I am reading the
Yeah,
monster manual. If you don't want me to,
I suddenly
I
remembered that. It's like, oh yeah, duh, that one couldn't have split anyway. That was under 10 hit points. Oh well. Hector, what would you like to do?
Hey, like put him with a sword.
I'm going to use my last wish, my ring, to give me a bone armor with blue shine.
Okay.
He just wished for his armor back.
Yeah, I
basically.
heard that.
Blue shine.
No, he said he wished for a set of bone armor with blue shine. Is that what you said?
My bone armor back with blue shine, yeah.
Okay, your bone armor back with blue shine. Okay, that's what I was checking on. So that means your bone armor is back and your wish is gone. No more wish ring.
A wish
That
for
was anticlimactic end to the
Wow.
ring.
I am
I could
near
have made you something
to
better
die.
than that.
I can't wear nothing.
Why
but
don't you
bone armor.
wish for a magical property where it heals you? As you have it on.
And I just
Why don't you
remembered
wish for
something I was
literally
supposed to-
everything?
And I just remembered something
Yeah.
that Thorn was supposed to give you guys that I completely forgot about. Well, I'll do it after this encounter. I'll have
I'll
Thorn
take the
come
car.
back I'll have Thorn come back and give you what she was supposed to give you. Leo,
Yeah.
Leofire, are you back?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to do?
Oh. The aura would be gone by now.
Okay, so you can
Been more
move
than-
your.
Yeah, it's been more than 4 rounds.
Has it?
Yeah.
It hasn't.
I think it is
Really?
the 4th round right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th round, something like that. It's
Okay,
4 rounds
well-
worth.
This is the 4th. 80% sure. I don't know.
I'm going... Hold on, I need to check real quick so I can verify that I'm able to do this. I don't have it written down. Okay, that's weird. I normally put the... Back when I'm a monk, I normally put the melee attack down for unarmed. Did I pick that feat up? I think I did. No, that's a class ability. Give me a second. I need to read this. Okay. Flurry of blows. That's not what I'm wanting. AC bonus. Need to see if I get the improved unarmed combat thing.
As a bard?
Unarmed strike. No, as a monk. I have a level of monk.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, you have unarmed strike, which counts as improved unarmed attack for
Okay.
most purposes.
Well, I'm gonna move up here. Oh, is that okay? Is it focusing? Is it in this square? Is it occupying that one?
Yes.
Okay. So me moving right here. I'm still singing, mind you.
I think they're deaf.
No, this is
Well, they're blind at the very least.
for
They
inspired
have
courage.
tremor sense.
It's my allies. I'm gonna punch it really hard.
It's an acid creature.
It's acidic. It'll dissolve your hands.
Well, I also have a sword made of crystal.
Technically,
so-
he'll just take acid damage for touching the thing with his hand, but he won't dissolve his hand.
Just
Oh.
remember, wash your hands thoroughly before you touch yourself.
Let's see. I have a mundane crystal weapon.
Don't split it in half again.
Nah, that won't work then. I mean, I don't really have much I can do. Let's see. What do I actually have?
That's what I thought.
Could I punch it? I'm technically wearing full plate, and it comes with gauntlets, and that gauntlets have durable on it, so basically as group-proof gloves
But gauntlets are made of metal.
with
Durable,
durable.
though. They'll pick up the acid, but it'll take a couple tries to dissolving them.
It's durable from that.
Give me a few seconds. As I said, I don't know exactly how to play bards at all, especially when I'm burning a level of monk in it.
No, it wouldn't take a couple of rounds. Like I could toss my armor into one of these things and it would be fine a month later.
I mean, the problem generally is that you can't be a monk and a bard together anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
Because monks generally, without DM Fiat, require you to be of lawful alignment, and bards require you to be of non-lawful alignment.
I'm an ex-monk. Ex-monks keep their abilities.
Don't see how that works. Oh, that's right. Because
The
monks in this
ex-monks
game
retain
are
their
not,
ability?
because monks in this case, even though they're martial artist types, are kind of like holy or holy types for some reason, instead of just guarding onto any religion, which could mean that there could be any lawful. There could be. I think you meant to say lawful or chaotic. Did you say lawful or chaotic, or did you say good or evil?
Lawful and non-lawful.
Yeah.
But if he's an ex-monk, it's fine.
That's
but yeah,
true.
it's pretty uncommon.
That is true. Bards are
Screw
chaotic.
it. I'm up here. Might as well do it. My summon monster spell. So
It's going to take a turn to work.
Yeah, well, either way. Right here, fire elemental.
Okay.
It's time for.
Are you casting a spell right next to it?
Yeah, it gets an attack on you. If you're summoning something or using a spell right next to it.
Nah.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Just punch him, man.
He might want to take over the
You can't have too much health left, right? You fucking
for example, he might be attempting to wanting to take over the newly born mind flayer.
Yeah.
Well, it missed you, so here's to that.
Yay!
The statue thing is on the initiative now.
Yep.
The hell is that?
Oh, goody.
I was totally glad that the Bone Claw was there.
Yeah.
What the fuck called Chuck Norris?
The Bone Claw's going to just tear it right up,
What
because
would
it's
you
going to
like
be
do?
squeezing.
Well,
Let's see.
they're golems, so they don't have any intelligence.
Oh, dude, there's a golem behind us? Shit, I want to fight that instead. You guys can be able to ooze yourself, right?
Yeah. No, I got this, bro. I move forward a bit, and it's a +3 bonus from that chanting thing. That's still on.
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw a lizard folk head that I have in my bag for some dang reason. I'm gonna throw that at it as an improvised weapon.
Excellent.
That's +7, 8, 9.
No,
No,
Hector,
I
five.
could turn it into a helmet.
Hector could have used that for armor, right?
Well, he's got new fancy armor. You
Yeah,
used
Yeah,
a
he
wish
just,
on it.
he just wished in more armor, so he's good.
Dude,
I
you
know.
probably should have specified on that wish a little bit more. You had like 20k, like 25,000 worth of gold value. The
Sarah and
there.
the
wish
Bunkler
for.
are going to wait their turn after Dagoff real fast.
I throw a head at it and do 1 damage of bludgeoning if that hits.
Chris,
Cause
Right. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Sarah and the Bunkler are going to wait after Dagoff real fast.
Okay. Dagoth.
Dagoff is going to use his spell-like ability, Haste. It's within 20 feet, or
Right,
25 feet of him.
I mean, he can move and cast haste anyway.
That means all of you guys now have haste.
Whoop whoop.
whoop.
We all have haste. Just hit.
Everybody.
How many rounds does this last for?
The total amount of hit points hit dice he has, so 9 rounds.
So everybody put a 9 on there since we're still counting rounds as we walk around.
What did I put?
Oh, I see.
I guess that's gonna get on you move also. Gonna move. No, he's still gonna stay in front of Sarah.
Okay. Sarah, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm gonna do this. I hate to say, I'm gonna take 2 hit points of worth of damage. Spectral hand right behind the ooze.
Okay.
And I don't want to waste any charges on my circlet, so I still need the rest. It's the spectral hand just spears right behind the ooze.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's incorporeal.
looking for a token.
And now the Bone Claw is gonna full attack the. Haste gives you another attack, doesn't it?
How many
If
rounds
it gets
does-
full round.
How many rounds does the spectral hand last for?
A long time.
Yeah.
How long?
Let me. Okay. It lasts. Oh my god, my thing's taking forever to load. It lasts 9 minutes.
Okay.
90 rounds.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of that hand. It's incorporeal too. Let's see. Fluffy, what is your...
Pretend that pink thing is a 0 to represent 90.
Haste? And he's still within the... It's the 3rd round, right? So he gets a buff to...
I don't think he does.
He has Requiem, so it affects undead
Yeah,
too.
I don't. Does Requiem mean that he?
All his morale bonus and stats affect undead too.
Okay, fair enough. So it should be at what, +3 to hit and +2 to damage?
Wait, these bonus only affect humanoids?
No, the voice will affect anything that's not immune to mind affecting.
And claws count as piercing damage, right?
Piercing and slashing.
Alright.
Because Lupin counts kind of like animals, so they're immune to charm and stuff like that.
Vermin are immune to mind affecting, but animals.
The Bone Claw crit twice.
As hold on, I'm still calculating something here.
You probably can't crit on a golem.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking on.
Oh no, we went through this. It doesn't crit, but it still does full damage.
It might do full damage. We don't know if this is a different kind of golem.
Alright, looks pretty stonish.
Yep, new golem traits in the back of the book. So let's have a look up back. What's the other page? Right. There's golems.
Easy damage. I still need to implement Fluffy's hit points on token. And
Oh, that's right. It's construct traits, not golem traits. Duh.
okay, I put the hit points correctly.
Not subject to critical hits. Sorry.
Okay. So we're gonna let me count up all the damage.
Okay. No, I'll count it up.
So
I just counted it. Don't worry, I'll count it up. Because remember, it's also got damage reduction.
Yeah.
What kind of golem is this?
Clay golem. It's the same sort of thing you guys fought earlier.
Okay.
Oh,
Just be
great.
glad. Just be glad. I told Sarah this before. Just be glad there are rust monsters in this dungeon. Guess what other type of golem there used to be here?
Iron.
Iron golems are fine. They're a lot of XP.
I'd rather run picking up all the XP orbs.
I trust a warblade with an adamantine weapon to be able to take out an iron golem with buffs and heals.
Well, that was easy. Okay. Valencia.
So I'm going to turn around and at hearing this clomping golem sound and walk over here.
I'm hearing
Let's get
the
a good
boom
look
logo.
at the thing.
Slash.
Okay, so that looks like the same kind of golem that we fought earlier.
Yep.
There's probably not all that much I can do. I mean, I could buff the bone claw, but I reckon how badly hurt does the golem look after that initial
Not
attack?
really.
Okay.
Looks like it would take several attacks like that in order to be killed, and that Bone Claw did it pretty much the most amount of damage you could possibly do without critting, because crit doesn't work
Yeah.
against the Bone Claw, against the construct.
Yeah, it also doesn't work against a bone claw, but
Well, Bone Claw is technically a construct. Well, it's a sentient construct,
No.
but well,
It's an
semi-sentient
undead.
construct. Well, it's an
It's still
undead.
under.
It's yeah, I guess it counts as an undead. rather
neither
than-
of them have anatomy.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, okay, that's a good rule of thumb. You can't crit something that doesn't have anatomy.
No
You can't-
skin?
Which means you can't crit an ooze either. They don't have anatomy.
Yeah, that's true anyway.
I mean, it kind of has anatomy. It's like a slime.
That's why you can't
Yeah.
even crit plants.
Turn into
Well,
a plant.
depends on
Or
the
then,
plant. If
Or
it's
raids.
a bunch of ropey vines, then no. But if it's like an actual really complex plant, then technically it does have anatomy. But yeah, that's just me knowing
Yeah.
things. Go ahead, Val. What would you like to do?
There's not much I could do here either, because it's going to be immune to spells, and my
That's-
buff.
that's
I have a buff that I can throw. Yeah, I might as well. I'm going to cast. Let me just check that I can. I'm planning on casting Greater Invisibility on the Bone Claw.
Oh my god.
what
Okay.
does that do?
Makes it invisible.
Even if the bone claw attacks, he's still invisible.
So
And
the
what does
thing
that
is
do to
going
things
to
with
walk past it.
what does this do to things with blind sense, for example?
Blind Sense can still see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Creature Touch. Yep. So
But it's still fine against the clay golem. It's just that it wouldn't fool an ooze at all.
yeah, I don't. I wouldn't, and I suspect my character probably wouldn't know the senses of a golem off the top of their head, but it's
Okay.
worth something probably
So, Bone Claw, you now have invisibility.
for 8 rounds.
Okay.
Excellent.
Trying to get
And don't
invisibility.
forget to reduce your count on your hastes, by the way, people.
Well, haste
Including
reduces on Dagoth's turn though.
Oh, okay, on Dagoth's turn. I didn't know that.
Well, it's because he cast the effect, and so
Sure.
it should reduce on his turns.
That thing can't move, but it can attempt to slam Leo Fire.
Don't get
Ooh,
slammed.
27.
Reflex or B8, or all your armor goes away.
That's a pretty big reflex save, too.
I bet it's an outer or something
No, it's
gigantic.
not. It's not even that. Elder black puddings are even worse.
Seriously,
Really?
I just killed your buddy. Why didn't you attack me?
You guys should have split it up some more. Should have waited some more before casting Fireball. Oh well.
You guys, you're the ones that decided to approach the black pudding even though it couldn't move anymore. You could have stayed out of its threat range.
No. I missed us saying that.
Okay, sorry, Leo Fire.
Yeah,
Leo
but
Fire.
it's experience, right?
Yeah.
Leo
Split it up,
Fire.
the more
You
experience.
here?
What was that?
Your turn. Reflex.
You just got hit for 7 damage, but you also have to roll reflex in order to find out if you lose all your AC as well.
He met.
Oh, shit.
I'm
He's
sorry.
causing-
It's,
The bard managed to avoid getting his clothing dissolved. Hooray for the bard. He's probably
Yeah, he's not naked.
He probably got some taps on his arms or something like that, and therefore has some burns, but no armor damage.
I'm sorry about those dazing off there, but as
That's-
I explained,
that's fine,
I'm
dude.
on 2 hours of sleep.
That's fine,
It's
dude.
fine, dude.
Yeah, I was like on 5 hours earlier, and so I kind of was dragging around the house for a while. So I've done 2 hours. That's even worse. Why?
Okay.
Well, guys, have fun with the black puke. I'm gonna fight the thing that actually fight back.
We could literally just walk away from this room.
Oh, let's see.
But we need it
If
dead.
we're gonna move away, unless you have a special way of moving away, it gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Tumble.
Okay, cool.
Tumble.
Do your
Woohoo!
tumble check.
It's high enough where I don't need to.
You still have to do in
That's
case you roll on that one. So
Can't fail on skill checks.
You can in this game, apparently.
Oh, no, it's 30-0, so I'm actually fail skill check.
it is possible to fail a skill check in my games. Basically, we've gone to on the rule of rolling a nat 1 means that you will fail something, and I can tell you what the result is on that. Rolling a 20 means you automatically succeed. You're fine. Which means that even if against something with higher armor, it's possible to hit them. So we still use.
Oh yeah, when it comes to attack of it, skill checks usually don't have a fail. Your skill checks like high.
Yeah, I tend to go with skill checks just in case you do something like you start to tumble and something accidentally trips you, or something unexpected happens
Anyways,
that you fall on your face. That basically.
Well,
like that.
anyways, movement, tumble this way, and then I'm going to use the rest of my turn to refresh maneuvers.
Excellent.
Isn't that a full round action?
Not for me.
He has haste, too.
Yep.
Haste doesn't give you more actions.
It only gives you bonus
I'm a
movement.
warblade. I'm not a sword sage.
Sure.
Hector, what would you like to do?
What would I like to do?
Try to heal yourself.
Rub? Alright. Give me a second. Gotta check my spells. I got Cure Minor. I got... yeah, I'm going to Cure Minor myself.
You're still afflicted with the clay golems thing, remember?
Yeah,
You have to
but
do a cast.
no. Well, I can't cure the non-cursed wound from the acid.
Wording is real bad.
Yeah, you can cure your acid damage easily, but you just can't cure the curse wound stuff.
I mean, it's just a 1d6 for Cure Minor, isn't it?
Cure
1d8.
Minor is a North Circle spell. You're thinking of Cure Light, maybe?
That's Cure Minor, isn't it?
Cure Minor heals 1 hit point.
Oh, you're talking about one circle, the first circle spell. No, I don't have any of that. I'm sure Cure Minor is only one wound.
Yes,
Yep,
it's
only
a North
one hit
Circle
point.
spell.
Yep.
1 hit point.
Wow.
Don't you feel better? That 1 hit point.
Anything else
Steve,
you can
yeah,
do,
yeah.
Hector?
What's up?
Anything else?
I have 2 of them. I'm gonna cast it twice.
Not on the same turn, you're not.
Why not?
You don't have the cast twice.
How did he actually cast twice? Alright.
The
Time
reason
waits.
why I can is because I use a circlet that makes 1 spell a swift action, a standard. That only
Yeah.
does a standard.
Alright, well then I'm going to do my patented move. You know what my patented move is?
Sit there, be lazy.
Boy, I've been in the front of almost every battle, right?
So
Can't
has
remember
that
what
got?
kind
Used as a
What?
weapon.
My patented move is this.
Oh my god, I hate you.
And a roll right there. Boom. Watch out. I'm done.
Leofire, what would you like to do?
Oi, the golem is mine.
I'm gonna have my fire elemental attack the slot
Alrighty.
thingy.
The fire elemental has appeared. It is now under your control.
Destroy the schmooze.
Hug it.
Tag it.
He
Hug
attacks.
it.
No, the smooth is a friend. Yes, it's disgusting, but it's still a friend.
Hug it.
Now, hold on.
It's fun
I
at
need-
parties, and it likes bling. Sorry.
How the heck do I have an attack?
Hug it. Do a touch damage. Touching is no place.
What are you looking for?
Trying to get hit the... Because I think the fire elemental's got a slam attack.
Yes. What size fire elemental is it?
Definitely not a big one.
See, that's what I fucked up. I took
Give me
your
a second,
money
I need
for
to-
your love.
You had everyone else's turn to look at this.
Yeah.
He fell asleep. Don't worry about it.
Let's see, third level... Small.
Alright, you get +3 to hit.
Not that it means much, considering an ooze has an AC of like 3,
Yeah.
or black
This
pudding,
is
rather.
work because I'm wanting all the information I can when I attack. So, yeah, it's a +3 on slam. Now, how the heck do I do this?
Isn't affected by Leofire. Or isn't affected by your Oh no, it would dissipate by now, huh?
It has, yeah, that's gone. How the heck would I put that command in?
Just go slash.
/ roll 1
What was that? You know what? There are dice here for a reason. Okay.
Yep.
It's... Okay, that's that. And then for the damage, it's 1d4.
+ 1d4.
And it's for the... on my elemental's attack. And then it gets another d4 for fire damage.
2 bludgeoning, 3 fire.
That's 5 damage. Excellent.
Is it dead?
Would you like to try to withdraw from it because it already had an? No, it didn't have an attack opportunity already because it did. Tumble involved. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back ever so slightly. It seems like a good idea.
It gets an attack
Alright.
opportunity on you, and then you also remove your aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he hasn't taken any actions this turn, though, so he can
He hasn't.
withdraw.
Yeah, he withdrew.
The ooze hasn't.
No, Leofire hasn't taken any actions this turn.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
elemental.
Wait, unless he could withdraw, and then he won't take
Yeah,
any penalties.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is now the Clay Golem's turn. Clay Golem, Wonder
And
Strike.
it provokes an attack of opportunity.
Wasn't it already in his threat range though? Because he attacked. Him.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Yeah, when it leaves a square threatened by the creature, it provokes an attack of opportunity.
it didn't leave the square. It just continued into the same squares.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
left a square
It
that
left
it was
a-
provoking
Yeah.
in order to move forward.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have like
That's
a
weird.
longer reach. Like you can attack opportunity like a whole lot of areas. Like,
Well,
But
if
you
I'd
only
known
have-
that, I would have paid more attention with the put. With
and why is it even moving that much closer to reach?
You can't see the bone though.
Because it needed to be able to. Yeah, for one thing, you can't see the bone claw because the bone claw is not invisible. But
Yeah. Horrifying.
He just bumps up to him. Whoa, what the hell?
Oh, the Bone Claw might have missed.
It'll get extra bonuses for attacking from invis.
Oh, really?
and
Wow.
it didn't miss, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Greater invisibility is a 4th circle buff for a reason.
It's just
Sneak bonus plus attack. Let's go.
Sneak attacks don't affect golems.
No.
Well, you
But-
get
You can't dodge something if you can't see it. Therefore, it's firstly flat-footed, and secondly, invisible creatures, specifically above and beyond normally surprising people, get a further +2.
Okay.
And now you know.
Invis monsters are assholes.
It's true.
Unless you have uncanny dodge.
Taking a speculative
even
on
still.
the earlier ones.
But we
I'll
lost
just put it on
person
that
with
AC.
uncanny dodge.
I have a passive that lets me hear
Yeah.
and smell
Invisible.
invisible creatures near me.
The real problem is trying to hit them.
Hmm.
How
No,
far
I
is your
pinpoint
ability
with
to
my
hear and
smell.
smell things?
Yeah, but you can pinpoint their location. It's just that trying to hit something that you can't see is really hard. You can smell
Yeah.
them, but you can't see them.
They get
Strange,
bonuses.
strange sound.
They get bonuses to armor class, and you then need to hit through total concealment, so they get a 50% chance of dodging regardless of what you rolled. Which we're about to see, I think.
Okay. Let's see. The golem can't actually detect, in the normal sense that Dagoth is standing there.
You mean Fluffy?
Sorry, Fluffy. I don't know why I said Dagoth. However, so where did I go? Oh, there I am. However, since it just got struck,
Huzzah!
it then strikes back at the same location that struck it.
Sounds fair.
Roll a 1d100.
For what?
Wait, is it blind sight or blind sense?
I don't think Golem has either.
No.
Oh,
So yeah, Grizz has to roll a 1d100 to see if
For
it hits or
what?
not.
Then what's the DC on that?
51 or
Total
higher.
concealment.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear anybody. People were talking over each other.
You need to roll a 51 or higher on a
Alright.
D100.
Wow. Ew.
Holy shit! That's so bad. Oh my god.
Actually, it's basically a coin flip, so you can roll a D2 if you want.
Yes.
Hey, what two buffs I have? Greater invisibility and haste. Guess what our guy already has? I mean,
I just thought something. See how this bone thing is huge? Does that mean? Oh wait, no, it's large. Never mind.
let's see. I'm just gonna withdraw slightly away from that ooze thingy. And
Anybody
Wait.
got Band-Aid?
hold up. D&D. I think I might wait. No, our bone clock. I'm just gonna pass. There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Can you move your bone call like 5 feet to the side or right? while you're in there?
Daga.
Well, I mean,
There, turn.
maybe. Okay.
Well, the bone claw allows you to move. You can ask if you can move past it.
I can't move past it. There's a golem in the way.
No, like off to sides.
Could I hit it from that angle? Or is that wall going to
Well,
block
you
me?
can't actually see the bone claw currently, so you may not be aware that it's there.
You can still go this way.
Here. No.
Okay, so Dagoth's move. Okay.
Dagoth's
Dagoth, you're a
turn.
monster. Yeah. Dagoth, you're a monster.
Tick down haste, guys.
Okay. Let me take down the haste, and Dagoth's gonna do a attack.
Well,
but-
technically, I would have bumped into it when I moved here because I didn't use all my movement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll Dagoth's attack right now. Hold on. I just need to bump down the haste.
I think that the golem would get cover, so it gets like 2 extra armor class if you're looking at a hard corner.
We believe in Dagoth. And doesn't haste give you +1 to attack?
And Dagath's the one with adamantium weapons, right?
Yes.
Alright.
He'll have more than +1 anyway. He'll have +3 and then +2 to all of his damage.
And Dagoth doesn't smell dead, right? Dagoth
No.
is... Okay.
Dagoth, I love you, but oh my god. You missed.
What?
That crit was so beautiful.
You can't
You can't
crit him
crit.
anyway.
I know, but I'm saying that crit was so beautiful.
Oh, Jesus.
Sarah.
What weapon are you using?
The weapon's enchanted. Okay, Sarah. So yeah, Sarah's gonna say fuck that ooze right there.
Yeah, don't forget to reduce the thing down to 8 and 9. You know, to represent 90.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can't write a 0 over there, it just appears blank, so... Yay!
Oh yeah, I need to. Woo! It works. Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna deliver Sarah's touch attack. Since it's incorporeal, woohoo! I just thought of the most Ashos thing an incorporeal could do: hide inside a ooze.
Yeah, technically
Oh my-
I haven't heard it very much.
It won't hurt
think
it at all.
hiding inside you is probably a pretty bad one.
I thought hiding in walls in general were a bad one.
Mm.
No, it's more of hiding inside of an ooze and casting spells from there at enemies.
Oh, there's like a magic item that lets you do that.
Okay, it just took 4 negative energy damage, or 14.
Anything else you want to do with Sarah?
Since that's a touch attack, would it count? Squidlord.
Mm.
If my touch attack is magical or negative energy, would that still count as using a spell or magic?
It's not a spell.
It's a
So I could do another one? At the pace?
No, because it's not an attack either.
Okay.
It's a standard action to activate a supernatural ability,
Okay.
specifically.
Guess you are right. Okay. It's SU, so.
Yeah.
Then my turn is over. Oh wait, I need to do it before the Bone Claw.
Alright, Bone Claw attack.
Yeah, so the Bone Claw, whilst invisible, gets +2 to hit, and the opponent is flat-footed. Not that I suspect it has particularly high dex, anyway.
Yeah. And there's, of course, the fact that, yeah. Wow. Clay Golem just breaks apart.
Oh, it died?
Yep. Yeah, Bone Claw is serious stuff.
Oh, now it's invisible, so I can sneak around even better.
Not for very long, but...
Like 30 more seconds. 36 more
That's why you
seconds.
got all of the little indicators on there for turns. Val, what would you like to do?
Val, magic missile.
I can't cast Magic Missile, in fact.
Val, fireball.
Neither Fireball. I have
Wow,
Evocation
Orbo-
band.
Val, Orbo Cold.
I don't know that spell because if I roll a natural 1, I'll kill myself.
Val, give me a
Don't look at
band-aid.
me.
Val, heal Hector.
I'm gonna go 1, 2... assuming the Bone Claw will let me through its squares.
Yes.
1,
Yes.
2...
You gave it invisibility, so it lets you go through.
Basically, I'm trusting going through an invisible creature's squares that I don't bump into it. I've got no control here.
Okay.
But as you were moving, since you couldn't see it, it was right up in your face as you moved,
Of course.
trying to give you a kiss.
Total defense.
That's all the defense.
What's
Basically
total,
going
what is
and
total
holding
defense?
both of my hands up
What
like
does
that.
total defense do, by the way?
4 extra AC and... Oh, sorry, 6 extra AC in my case, and some bonuses to reflex as well, I believe.
Okay. Alright.
Because I
Pudding.
have a...
Pudding will attempt to slam, although it's probably going to be ineffective, the fire elemental.
Hmm?
Does the fire elemental have AC? Can it be affected by acid?
Yes.
It
I
has
believe.
AC of 15.
Okay, which means it takes 10 damage. Doesn't give any damage to anything attacking it.
Oh, let me check.
I think it's the bottom of fire, so it does 1d6. Or is it 2d6?
total defense just gives me plus 6 dodge bonus to my AC.
I'm not saying anything about it.
But that D&D.
There's- Buddy, those hit by the... Okay, blah, blah. Burns for 1d4 rounds, which I did not roll for.
I got 31 AC when I do that. Christ.
Damn.
Creatures hitting the fire elemental with natural weapons or unarmed attacks take fire damage as though hit by the elemental's attack, and also catch fire unless they succeed on a reflex.
Wait, who has 31 HP?
So, roll a d4.
Oh, you mean me?
No, I would,
Okay.
because it attack, and it would be catching fire for 1d4 rounds. So, 1 round of fire, unless it can succeed on a
I'm
reflex.
sure that it
And-
can't do reflex. It's negative dex at the moment. But I'm thinking, I'm not sure if an ooze can catch fire.
It isn't. As I said, all I have is the fire elemental pulled up, so
Wait, what's the hit points on the fire elemental?
9.
Oh, then it's dead from the
Yeah.
ooze.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ooze just killed it.
But it still hit it, so it still gets the damage.
Should have had that fire elemental with total defense.
Alright. Lun.
Alright, well, I am going to tumble over here. Wait, no, it's dead. Never mind.
Yeah, you can move up. Bunclaw will let you.
Why is everything dying?
We're
Cause,
efficient.
yes, don't you see the 2 embodiments of death right there?
Yeah, but you don't know anything about traps down this way. All you know for certain is the skeleton was destroyed somewhere down here.
Yes. It's true.
I think the skeleton activated that clay golem, or that clay golem just ran into it and just whooped its ass.
Yeah, being
Either way.
a like 1 HD skeleton, I figured that the clay golem would have just plowed right through it and destroyed it.
Yeah. It only would have had 12 hit points.
Oh, 32, I'm hasted.
Alright, Hector, what would you like to do?
Hold on.
Hector, you could go up there and smack the ooze.
Yeah, because that worked out fucking great last time. I'm going up there and fucking ooze.
Seriously? Okay, you just wandered into threat range of the ooze.
That's 10 feet, correct? And it missed.
No.
Because Hector got his armor back, so.
And what kind of weapon do you have again, Hector?
He has a
Oh,
bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, mundane.
That's right, it's crystal. So you're good.
Are you sure it is bludgeoning? It's a morning star, right?
Yes, my
It
main stars
counts
are
as
bludgeoning.
Yeah, it counts
They're
as
also
bludgeoning.
piercing. That's the question, though.
So I'm just gonna count it as bludgeoning in this case.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be
I
so
really-
petty and say that it can pierce it and throw it up. It's basically one of those things that maybe at some point I'll do that. Like, a small, tiny potential effect possibly, but I figured that since we already had it split once, I'll just, just go bludgeoning on that.
My morning star is two-sided, right? I have a soft spot and a hard spot, right?
That would be a really cool looking weapon.
You know, like Ironheart's hammer, whenever he gets that royal,
He does have a rocket on one side of that hammer.
but the rocket side there. Right?
The rocket side of spikes.
Whoa, hold on. Is this a flank attack? I think it is.
Nope,
No, it's
oozes
not.
don't get flanking.
What? There's a skeleton right there?
Nope,
Oozes
that's a
don't-
spec. That's
Oozes can't be flanked.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because oozes has all sides. They can attack from all sides.
Yeah, oozes have no front or back, therefore
Well, you could-
cannot be
you could-
flanked.
Symmetrical fuckers.
Pretty sure.
You could take that in its back. How about that?
Back, how about that? Damn, when did you become the Catch Me Outside girl?
I lost my fucking armor, right?
34 damage. The ooze has been destroyed. Hooray!
I keep smacking the ground where the ooze is sacrating over and over.
Okay,
Hooray, I want my hit point back.
the only thing left behind that you guys have discovered is some dissolving bones that appear to have been from a kobold. And some bits and pieces of what used to be armor, all dissolving. It's basically nothing you can use, but proof that at least one of the kobolds have died here.
Yeah.
Hector, take those bones.
Taking the bones.
There's no
Well,
bones.
we should gather them up.
I repeated it several times. The bones are in the process of dissolving. You can't touch them. They'll dissolve you.
Okay, I thought you were just saying the bones were just there. They were.
No, the bones are the bones were being revealed, but they're still dissolved. They're still in the process of dissolving. But basically, you see enough detail to know that this is at least one of the kobolds that came down here.
Hector, take a picture.
Actually,
Alright.
the magic item equivalent of a
Camera.
is real expensive.
Since you guys are all gathered here for the moment, I just realized that I completely forgot something that Thorn was supposed to do when she first showed up. But since I wanted you guys involved in a battle first before getting into this part, I figured I'll just bring her out now. Thorn suddenly shows back up and is looking at all of you. It's like, oh, well, while you guys are here, I forgot to give you something. She holds between her fingers a silvery ring. It says, I just need one of you guys to hold this. It's useful. It can be used on something here in this dungeon. But, you know, you'll know when you can, when and where when you get there. But just one of you has to volunteer to hold it.
Well, Hector, look at your wedding ring. She's already proposing.
Right? It's so sudden. Did you bring us back to this?
Would one of you like to take possession of this ring?
I vote Hector.
I've already got 3 rings, baby.
So, Hector, you would like to carry the silver ring?
Alright, I put it on.
No. Thorn just holds it up, and you're taking it?
Yes.
Okay. Thorn vanishes. And did you say you're going to put it on? Put it on? Alrighty. Hector, I need you for a second in personal chat.
Oh, it could have been worse. It could have been the minute you agree to it, it just gets, like, nailed straight through your dong.
Everybody else, I'm out of your range to hear you, so please don't do anything important in the game. Alright, Hector, so you just automatically put the ring on. You're a caster of some kind, correct? You're, a cleric-y type?
I'm a cleric, yeah.
Okay. And I assume that everybody in the party, because, it's just you talking at the moment, but everybody in the party knows the story of, like, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, everything like that. I don't need to catch you up on that. Basically, you just put on a ring that's, as far as you're concerned, this ring is the most precious ring ever. 100 times that of what Gollum felt for his ring.
Oh, shit.
You do not want to take this off. You will not let anybody take this ring off of you. If somebody attempts to take this ring off of you, even if they're your best friend, somebody you love, family member, etc., you will attempt to kill them. My ring! When you put this ring on, suddenly, for just a split second, but that was enough, it felt like the entirety of reality was poured into your head. Everything was there for 1 second. Everything was there for a split second, and now is gone, along with possibly some piece of your mind. Here's the good thing. It has boosted your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma by a full point, if you know what I mean. So any roll you make will now have a boosted one to wisdom, 1 to charisma, 1 to intelligence. Your casting is also boosted by one. Charisma, intelligence, and wisdom are all up by 1. By one ability, by 1, skill point ability. Like, you make a roll that needs that, it's up by, it's +1 to that.
Yeah. Put it in the
Okay.
temp.
It's excellent for that. Your casting is also increased. Any spell you cast, move it up by 1 hit dice.
Okay.
So, like, you know, when it says, like, 1d6, it's now 2d6, even if it's, like, the most mild spell. And you also have access to, well, I put it as 1 higher circle. I'm not sure how that works with clerics.
I have circles, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, you can cast 1 higher circle than you should be able to.
Alright, alright, so...
No, these are all
most
effects
of
from the
this-
ring, so if the ring ever does leave your finger somehow, if, like, you know, somehow it comes off, somehow you get removed in your sleep, all these effects will go away. And tell me when you're ready for the bad news.
Okay, so it's +1 wisdom, intelligence, charisma, then +1 on the higher circle, and what was the other one?
1 higher circle and 1 HD to any roll you make in terms of spell casting. So let's say, like, you know, earlier you had like a 1d6 for healing. It would now be automatically 2d6, regardless of how mild it is.
Alright, what's the bad news?
The bad news is you're now insane.
Oh, so normal for me.
Okay, but pick. Okay, I'm gonna tell you 6 things. You have to tell me. Or you can tell me in whisper if you like. What you wish for each of these. Color. Name a color.
Black.
Okay. I'm just gonna write down there. Just keep a note of this. Food.
Like, in-game food or real-life food?
In-game food.
Steak.
Name an animal.
Shit, I can only think of kobolds right now.
The kobolds
Yeah,
don't qualify as animals. Technically, kobolds don't qualify as animals.
Wolf.
Wolf. Okay. Name a material.
Mithril.
Name a monster, which kobolds would be included under.
Dagoth.
Class of monster, not individual.
Alright. Let's go with, black pudding. I ain't like that.
Okay. And terrain.
Baron.
Alright. Now I am going to roll a 1d6 3 times to find out which 3 of these is which. Alright, okay. The first one is something that you love. First one of these will be for something that you love without, you know, like currently you really like, you Catwoman and everything like that a lot. Any one of these, whichever one the dice lands on, you now love to the point of you will protect it if you ever see it again. You will not let anybody else have it. If it's, for example, I'll let you know what the effect is when we figure out which one of these it is. Oh, that's right. I don't have a D6 in this set. Ugh. So I just put them out of there. No, Lyra, this is not scores for you. All right. Terrain. You're in love with barren terrain.
Alright.
Basically, you want to live in barren terrain. If you see barren terrain, you just want to set up a house there. You want to live there. You don't want anybody else to grow things there, you know, etc., etc. It's the most wonderful place ever. And you might, if you're on barren terrain, you might be so distracted by the barren terrain that you might not, you know, fight the way you're supposed to. Lyra? No. The next one is something that you are going to be afraid of.
Forget, I'm afraid of steak.
Yep, I rolled a 2. You're afraid of steak.
Oh my god! Steak.
You can never eat steak again as long as this ring is on your finger. That you not only can't you eat steak, if you see steak, somebody serving steak in a restaurant and in a tavern, you will have to run away from it. In fact, these things you'll have to roll like a will save, and every time you want to overcome any of these issues, because for the most part you won't be able to. And that will save will not be included in your bonus to your current will save, which is you just got a +1 bonus to everything.
Yeah, my will save's pretty good though, so I might be fine.
Yeah, but you still get a negatives to your will save on resisting it because of this ring. You can't see anybody eat steak. You run away from it. To the point where if somebody points at, if you're in a slaughterhouse and somebody was attempting to cut steak off of something, you would then freak out and run away. And now for the final one. Hate. Something that you will hate beyond reckoning. That you will have to attack, that you will have to kill, that doesn't matter if it's an ally, a friend, anything.
Please be a wolf or black pudding.
5. Black pudding! Congratulations!
Hey.
The problem with that is that if you see black pudding, you have to go running at it the way you just like charge it like nothing else. It's like you don't care how dangerous it is. You don't care about anything. You just see it. You have to crush it. It's black pudding. Must die.
Do I get bonus damage to it or bonus attack?
No, you're just drawn to attack it. You don't care if somebody else summons a black pudding. If somebody in your party decided to summon black pudding for some reason, you would have to crush that black pudding. If you see a black pudding there, you would have to immediately charge at it, even if you're putting yourself in lethal damage range.
Okay.
Even if you were at 1 HP, you'd still feel compelled to crush it, to charge at it, regardless. Okay. You don't have to tell anybody any of this, but you basically just have to roleplay with it and affect these things. And again, if any member of the party attempts to take that ring off of you, you will attack them.
Not to be a lethal attack, or you just like push them off.
You basically feel I
have to protect them my life, basically.
Basically think the way that Golem reacts. I mean, Golem killed his best friend to get the ring, and he didn't even have it on his finger. You're permanently stuck with this thing on your finger not because it's like physically attached to your finger, but because you cannot bear to take it off. Golem.
Okay.
Golem, not Golem. Golem. Sorry, I always do that. Let's see. Anything else I need to tell you? As long as you got this all written down, I think we're good. But basically, now we can go back to the group, and you can react, and you can start reacting. Like you just saw all of reality for 1 split second after putting the ring on. Got it? Good.
Welcome back.
Where did I go?
This is still the same second of him putting the ring on.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if he wants to share anything with you, he can, where he doesn't have to.
Sure.
Shadow Blast. So you just put the ring on. What's your response in front of the group?
What's that noise? Oh, you're putting up your dice.
Yeah.
It's super loud.
Sorry. I just have to put them away before my cat gets at them.
Over there.
Okay, Hector's flinching.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't get nailed through the penis or anything.
It's not that kind of ring.
Sure.
Okay, I'm done, Mimi.
There is no such thing.
I have no need of fools who can conceive of enough memes.
Okay. Now that Hector has done all that, Leofire, what would you like to do? You see Hector flinching now that he's wearing that ring that Thorn gave him.
Does it provoke an attack of opportunity, though?
No.
Damn.
Aside from rubbing his hands into his shoulders, working out the knots that are there. He quirks an eyebrow before going back and paying full attention to his shoulders.
Okay.
Where's that baby oil, huh?
Mythos, what would you like to do?
I guess I don't know. Just move a couple more steps towards the centerwood to look for traps. So someone else get on that.
Search what?
I literally cannot.
Okay.
Because
I mean,
I'm not a
you
rogue.
try with your feet.
Dagoth.
No. It's game design.
Dagoth's gonna wait after Sarah.
Okay. Sarah, what would you like to do?
Take down
gonna,
haste.
Yeah, Sarah's gonna yell out in front of everybody over here. Hey, watch out! The Bone Claw's running for you guys.
Val and Lan.
What?
She pointed at Val and Lan, yelling at you, saying the Bone Claw's coming towards you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at Lan and then press myself against the wall.
Uncanny dodge. I press my against the wall as it comes.
And then Sarah's gonna look at Hector. Are you okay?
Can we get a bell on that thing?
Don't
No.
negate the invisibility on it.
Only half negate it.
I actually have a bell. I mean, I don't know why.
It's
Hector,
the
are
first
you gonna
time I've
spawn
cast
to
invis
Sarah?
on something.
I'm waiting for everyone to finish. I'm just staring down my ring and I just nod.
Answer me, Hector. I want a verbal response.
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
What's 2 plus 2? Hector.
Huh?
What's 2 plus 2?
That's not important.
He seems fine.
Hector, what's 2 plus 2? Answer me, Hector. Or I'll have Dagoth use you as a weapon again.
I don't think that helped last time.
But answer, what's 2 plus 2?
4?
Oh my god, something is wrong with Hector. He knows math.
You call that mathematics?
Eyes on.
This can go poorly.
Sarah's now going to be... How do I say it?
Yes, Hector,
Dead.
it was.
It helps.
Hey, Valencia, there's something wrong with Hector.
Sounds good.
He knows math, and that bumbling idiot knows how to count.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine with this?
I mean, what do you want me to do? We can't force Hector to do anything, right? That would be immoral. And I'll look at her.
There we go.
I'm gonna
Val.
have to... Dagoth
Wait,
go.
Dagoth, go back.
You can't teleport.
Yeah, you can't teleport. You just walked right through a trap zone.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah,
have Dagoth move up ahead.
Yeah, Dagoth moved right here and set off a trap. Give me 1 second. I have to get my cat off my lap to grab the book.
Oh shit. There's theoretical line of effect.
Whoa,
between the
sorry, Lyra.
I am glad there's a wall between me and him.
I like to imagine that whilst I'm looking at Sarah about this whole that would be a moral thing, Dagoth just walks past me and then explodes around the corner. So I'm just silhouetted with fire.
No, it's not an explosive trap.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. My cat is covering the exact trap that it was. Ugh.
Gotta pile drive that cat.
No, I put it on the floor and I was starting to turn and she immediately
You know what we
jumped
need?
back up on it.
We need a barbarian
She also
build-
stepped on some recently disgorged blood, probably from a kobold. in the same spot, which kind of indicated there was a trap there. Hold on, where's the actual trap listing?
Was it a pit trap?
No, it's not a pit trap. Pit trap would be noticed.
If it was a pit trap, there wouldn't be blood.
We don't know. The kobold could have hit his head while he fell.
It's probably someone's probably gonna come from the ceiling and smush him.
It also could be a pit trap, which the pit is filled with blood. Come on.
This is
Or
weird.
something
It was
the same as blood. Maybe it's
right there on the page. Last time I looked at it, and then now it's oh, here it is. Never mind, I found it. As soon as I started saying that, I immediately found it. That was the right. Yep, that was the right one. Suddenly, as Dagoth steps on one of the squares on the floor, he triggers a crystal scythe to come shooting, basically swooshing down from. Yep, scythe. Sorry, I don't pronounce it right. Pushing down from a little gap in the wall that's really difficult to notice because of all the shadow is around it. You know, not shadows, not shadows with a big S, but shadow. You know, little shadows, things that make it hard to see blending in. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any way to avoid it, so he's gonna take damage. So let's see here. The roll is...
I wonder, can Dagoth outstrength the scythe and break the trap?
Not without knowing it's there in the first place, I would guess.
Yeah.
If he knew it was coming down, he might be able to catch it, but...
So let's step on it again and catch it then.
Oh no, wait, attack... sorry, hold on a second. There's attack 20 melee first, hold on. Now
yeah, that's how scythes and axes and stuff usually trap. Which means, of course, Dagoth is effectively invincible against them.
I don't know, it could nat 20.
Yeah.
And it's a plus 20 to hit, so technically it has technically the roll from 21 to 40. So
Well, basically it's sliced out of the wall. And sliced back into the wall.
If he has to get an 18 or higher, nothing misses.
Yeah. That's Dagoth.
Yeah. That's why you use him as a trap fighter, at least against mechanical traps. If it was a magical trap, it would have affected a group of you. So.
Yeah, I would have been hit with a fireball.
we're behind a wall.
Okay, so now Dagoth knows the trap's there.
Yep. Dagoth is aware of the trap and can then point it out to other people to avoid stepping on it. Because you don't currently have anybody who can disarm it.
This is gonna hold out just a flashcard that says trap. It's a trap.
Just got some weird crustacean-like individual. Lokatha, yeah, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. You can be a Mon Calamari in this game.
We do have something similar to from the same world, which would be the species the Mind Flayers belong to.
No, I think Lokatha look like Mon Calamari.
I haven't actually seen a picture of them. So what will you do, Valence? Yeah.
Do I need to spend a turn, observing, like, what Dagoth is pointing at and stuff in order to avoid being hit, or can I just move past him?
No,
now?
you can just move past him if you like. You can see
move one square down.
that one of his feet is stepping on some recently dried blood.
They got shanked.
Something hit that trap and didn't do well. However, you don't see any bodies laying there, so...
I can't seem to move.
Yeah, there's some really very dark spotches. They're weirdly casting shadows. As your light kind of bounces off of them.
Huh. That's worrying. Oh, well, I'm at the front of the party now.
Yeah.
Take down greater invisibility, and I will total effects again. In case Clay Golem rushes out of the dark or something.
What would you like to do, Lon?
What the fuck? I can't see it.
Yeah, that's because there's a shadow effect there. Basically, just move your
Sh-
mouse
yeah,
position, and you can see around it.
Yeah, so if you try to move to the square I'm in and then move down from there, you should be able to do it. You can't drag yourself through the darkness because the darkness is supposed to represent physical objects, I think, with this system.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't move through the walls.
Alright, well, I guess I will use my action to take out a piece of chalk and basically outline the fucking trigger for the trap and with the words, don't step here unless you want to be in 2 pieces.
Which is basically that pile of blood that was sitting there on the ground anyway.
So yeah, now there's an outline of where not to step. And yes, I did buy chalk.
Awesome.
Chalk's
Who
bad.
doesn't buy chalk?
What a chalky situation.
Chalk is very useful. Hector, what would you like to
I actually have a bag of random shit, so don't ask me if I bought some random.
Good old Locatha.
Let's walk down here.
Well, go back, Hector. Hold on. As you get to hold on. As you get to this spot, because none of you have bothered to look up, a creature falls from the ceiling directly onto Hector, going
Squeak?
It's a kobold.
Nope.
Oh,
It's a carrion crawler. It thinks that Hector smells of dead things and is going to attempt to eat him.
do I get a reflex roll or anything?
Let's see. Yeah, you should be able to get a reflex roll. Because it did go squeeze, so you might have that 1 second to roll out of the way from a full attack on yourself.
Like a tumble? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you can do you can do a reflex to see if you avoid a full attack.
Nice.
Nice. So it only gets 1 attack on you as you move out of the way from it, and it misses you.
Yeah, if you get killed by a carrion crawler, then we will shake our heads in despair.
Right, so I attack it.
Hold on, let me put this on the initiative real quick. Actually, I probably won't even need that since you can probably kill it in 1 hit. But okay, go ahead.
Oh.
Nope, you didn't kill in 1 hit because you didn't hit it.
Oh, wait, he's at +3 to that. 1 from haste, 2 from bard song.
Yeah, even so.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Let me guess, he's 1 AC off?
No, not even that. But a couple AC off, even with the bonuses. Carrion crawlers do have some nice natural armor.
That's fair.
Where's
Almost
this thing
as good
at
as mine.
now? To my right?
It's now Leofire's turn.
It's a bug.
Kill it, squish it.
Where's the bug?
Fit
I
in
can't
his
see it.
Cheerios.
It's a large size. It's basically around a corner from you. I don't think you can see it, but you could hear it. You could hear Hector being attacked.
Shit in his Cheerios.
Can I move right here?
Sure.
Is that fine? Can I punch it?
Yes.
I'm singing giddily while going to punch it.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Sorry.
Let's see. Hold on. Crap, why did I click that? Here. I think that's it. +5 on base attack.
Excellent.
Alright. Unarmed attacks are for medium creatures 1d6, right?
You're a level 1 monk, so I think so, yeah? Normally it's D3, but you're a level 1 monk, so.
Let me check that real quick.
Unarmed damage D6. I'll bet you £2.
It doesn't give for medium-sized.
Yeah, it does. If you go to page 40, the table says unarmed damage D6. That's what it is for medium-sized. Table 311.
Okay, the standard thing is... Okay.
Four damage.
That should be 6 damage because you get 2 from your own song.
Oh, that's true.
And Hector, yes.
So, that'd be 6.
Mythos.
Alright, you guys want me to get this thing? I'll just take care of it, I guess.
You want to avoid spell damage, though, because Hector is currently under it.
Throw a fireball. Hector will survive.
If you throw his fireball, you will hit Hector.
Magic Missile does not care for your petty places.
Concepts of accuracy.
It always hits.
It takes 20 damage, that's it. Just nothing.
Excellent. It's still alive, but it squeals heartily. Apparently, you have heard it a lot. Sarah, what would you like to do?
Let me touch it.
Don't touch it.
I'm gonna place a finger on it and watch it wilt away.
That's the opposite of sexy.
God, my Tronley touch failed.
Yeah, but Sarah fails to do it passively. It's too slimy or it moves away too fast. Dagger!
It's wiggling.
It remains wiggling and turgid.
I guess it's just gonna move up ahead. Basically just for its full movement.
Alright.
Right there.
And you
Best of luck, Dagoth.
Dagoth is just gonna stand still.
Haste ticks down.
And 1 second, guys. Alright.
Dagoth is gonna be on a murdering sport.
Well, this one's doing a full attack on Hector.
Oh yeah, I still need to move the bone claw.
Jesus,
Right.
there are 3 of those in initiative now? Christ.
I'm just gonna move the bone claw down here.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because the bone claw just set off a trap.
Oh, it did. Wait, bone claw. Undead. Set off those traps.
Yeah.
Just don't die.
Again.
Let's see here.
You know what I meant about don't die.
Let me figure out the range on this trap, because this is definitely a much nastier trap than the last one. So I should be glad that the only one that seems to be in range is Dagoth. I mean, not Dagoth, sorry, Fluffy. I'm not sure if Lan is actually in range, but I will check on that.
Best of luck, Lan.
In range of what?
It's going to be a fireball, right?
No. It is a lightning bolt trap.
I'm behind a wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could have been implosion. That would have been even funnier. Who doesn't like just suddenly dying?
Lightning bolts. That one's actually a spell. I have to pull up the player's guide for that.
I've got a really good picture for implosion nowadays.
Well, you guys did manage to disarm a acid fog trap earlier, so be proud of that.
We're continuing to disarm all of these traps.
No, this one is being set off. So.
Yeah, disarmed.
No, they automatically. You already read about them. They automatically reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we know
I am
about
glad I'm behind a wall.
We located it through brute force.
When I say wall, I mean several feet of wall.
Okay. Okay. All right. Some of you are not going to like it. The attack is 120 feet, which means Leo Fire is in the path.
Jesus Christ,
it's a straight line there.
Oh, what, does it fire all the way up the corridor?
Yeah, hold on. In fact, I believe it's a... Let's see, I can see from the trap thing, it's actually more like this size, and that means that anything in this corridor is now zapped by the lightning bolt, which means Sarah and Hector and the Mythos are all affected too.
And the Bucky too, right?
Get good reflexes, chumps.
Yep.
Oh, good lord.
The lightning bolt trap. Well, I had fun setting up the traps in this dungeon. I knew some of them were going to make you guys go, oh god.
Better not kill us. That's my only thing.
If characters... you can revive.
Yeah, if characters die, can we steal their stuff?
Yes. Hold on 1 second.
Suck it, all of you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if Land dies, you lose your Smith.
That's fine. You can come back with a new and cooler character.
Don't worry.
In the meantime, I'll take your stuff.
He's fine.
There is no one cooler than Land.
God damn it, Mythos.
I already almost died once.
Okay, Hector can dodge that, which means he's going to get full hits.
What's the DC?
DC 14, reflex, save, half damage.
Okay. I am safe. Let me roll.
Lightning bolt just come from this hallway that I'm standing next to.
Yeah, you see the lightning bolt flash right through the hallway, affecting everything in its path. Which means Sarah, Carrion Crawler, the Bone Claw, Leo Fire, Mythos.
Okay.
Hector might actually be dead, though, guys.
Yeah.
We're talking about
yeah. I'm over here drawing on the ground with chalk, and
but
you guys are getting hit by lightning.
This, if it's a lightning bolt, doesn't lightning bolt do
similar to fireball?
Doesn't it do 10d6?
At absolute most, it'll do 10.
If
more likely to do the 7 or 5.
If the wizard was level 20 or more, then yes.
Wait, wouldn't this isn't the carrion crawler on top of Hector?
Yes, but the carrion, which means the carrion crawler is definitely dead. I'm not even going to worry about the carrion crawler is dead.
As a precaution, just in case for Hector, Chris, the carrion crawler wouldn't it take the full blunt since it's on top of him while he was outside?
Everything there gets it. You guys are not going to be happy about this at all. Thankfully, most of you are only getting half damage, but this is a high-level wizard who cast this.
It was behind you, Shadow.
But higher level than you guys, but not epic level yet.
It's next to you, Shadow. Knowing our luck.
Hold on.
Do something, Mythos.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember what. Let's see. Is it because it's half that? So.
Wait, Mythos. You didn't need to roll reflect. Can't you just teleport immediately?
Well, I mean, I want to be at least a little fair and say I noticed it, so I can immediately teleport.
Yeah, I think that you can only take an immediate action in between other actions. Like, you can't take it whilst an action is happening.
You can't take any action if you're surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's...
Which means that those of you, everybody except for Hector, you take 29 damage. Everybody else, you take 18 damage.
14.
Holy shit.
So, yeah.
It's electrical damage. So if anybody has anything immune to magic or electrical damage, now's the time to speak up.
I don't. I'm immune to fire.
Shouldn't that be 14 damage, not 18?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because it's reflex for half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With half of...
Sorry, you're right. My bad. 14 damage. My brain was just going flap. But yeah,
No
Hector takes 29 damage. Hector, you're still alive?
3 health.
Mythos, are you still alive?
Oh yeah, I've got 6 whole health.
Oh yeah, you guys have loads of health.
I say we call for a break now. I'm calling. Let's go. All take a nap with the hobgoblins and goblins, and come back later.
Oh, guys, if you give me 10 minutes, I can prepare.
I was actually going to say that soon we take a break. I was hoping for more like at the hour because I hadn't turned on my oven yet, but so I'm making pizza. But it's fine if I actually prepare the pizza, put it in, come back to the game, then a couple minutes later say, "Oops, I need to grab it out of the oven." Be right back because it's right behind me anyway. So I can do that. So you guys okay with a 20-minute break?
Sure, I can put some Hot Pockets in the microwave.
Yeah, 20-minute break. We come back at the we come back at 5 after the hour.
Okay.
Some of those bugs are still alive, right? I kind of want to hit one of them.
Yep. Yeah, the ones over in the room that Dagoth's the only one who sees them. So.
Also, that wizard wasn't higher level than us.
Yeah. Well,
because it's 1d6 per level, not 1d6 per 2 levels.
It says per caster level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So caster level means so caster with the gap of 10. Caster level means that you have your actual level from there.
Show me that rule.
That's what I was ruling on. If not, I would have rolled 10. I would have rolled 10. Would you rather me have rolled a 10d6?
No, I think we'll just take.
Don't fucking kill me, fuckers!
Because Hector would be dead.
It's too bad you didn't wish for a good wish. You literally had the power over all of the cosmos, and you still got killed by a lightning bolt. You can't do that anymore.
Can't.
I'm free to insult your wishing ability.
Doing a half does.
No, I was going to get my caster level, which means half your that would be a wizard level 14 or so. 14 or 15.
That's not what caster level is.
Okay,
That's how I've been interpreting caster level all this time. Do you really want me to up that now and go, okay, this
doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect me.
Orbits. I'm being selfish.
I am just saying from the perspective of the rules do not say that.
The rules say caster level instead of level. If it just said level, then I would have gone with the actual level of that. Caster level means something else to me.
Okay, GM rolling.
Yeah.
Oh shit, all of my spells just got half as effective. Fuck!
Yeah. That's not... whatever.
That's the reason why. Say that maybe this spell malfunction and up it later, but yeah.
Well, hasn't it been sitting there for like thousands of years?
At least 1,000 years. You know that this place is at least 1,000 years old.
The paragraphs on caster level are page 171 of the player's handbook.
Orbit, do you really want to argue this still?
Let's go with this. This trap worked that way this time. If you run into another lightning bolt trap or other spell trap that requires caster level, I'm going to go with what Orbit's just said. So,
we better just get the appropriate CR rating for it then. I mean, I'm just...
I only give appropriate CR ratings when you guys actually disarm those things.
We didn't defeat it. We defeated it by not dying. That's how we overcame this obstacle.
Yeah, that's true.
Hector only survived with 3 HP, but that's alright.
We overcame it.
But I'm not counting the one that Dag got stepped on and didn't take any damage from. My toe is all risen. Hurrah!
Wait, are we on a break now?
Yes, I said that. We're on a break till like 5 after the hour. Maybe 10 after the hour at this point, so we spent some time arguing. Oh, crap.
Basically back in 10 minutes.
Alright.
I guess you guys can still hear me from over here, so if you guys want to talk, just be aware that I'm making pizza.
My intent was more of an in-game rest because I've got like no spells and hit points, so.
Yeah. Remove any effects, and then we roll initiative after. But unfortunately, since there's 2 carrion callers now threatening one of your characters, it's not possible yet. You have to take care of 2 carrion callers in order to rest in character.
Yeah. We'll get rid of those guys shortly enough.
Yeah.
So I have 1 unprepared second circle spell. So if you give me 10 minutes, I can prepare Roderick and we can hide now.
That's nice. Sure.
I mean, if you implicitly trust the hobgoblins and goblins we rounded up earlier today, then you're welcome to sleep next to them.
Well, I mean, I prefer the rope trick thing, but yeah.
Yeah, sure, but the reason why you guys didn't wait till morning anyway was because you don't know how long these kobolds have. You already found a dead kobold, and
sure.
Listen, I do not value those kobolds that highly.
Hurt, possibly killed in that corridor, maybe dragged off by a carrier crawler.
Which is fair enough, but to go on without any spells or health is suicide.
Right.
You know who else is badly hurt? Us, right now. I mean, come on.
That is true. This is true.
Holds as many as 8 creatures of any size. That's a conceptual mindfuck.
The rope trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Antiana used to play with those all the time.
Well, yeah, because rope trick is the way that you tell your GM to fuck off, basically.
Because I was thinking, people watching our backs, I got rope trick now. Everybody's just going to sleep in here.
Yeah, because if you rope trick, the GM has no sane method of saying, and then you get ambushed whilst you're sleeping.
Yeah. Well, I usually don't ambush people while they're sleeping anyway.
Sure, but it's prepared to stop that.
Yeah.
Hey, Grizz.
Yeah?
Before I head off, because I'm actually starting to feel sick from lack of sleep.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
I would like to... Yeah, but before I head off, I was going to use Cure... I have one final 3rd level spell that I can use. Cure Serious on Mythos. And then under Bard 2nd, Cure Moderate on Hector.
Excellent. Did you guys hear that? Can you type it out for them
right
now?
Yep. Give me a second. I'll get the dice up to roll for them. Roll at them.
I'll make you a good magic item someday. Once I figure out something to make for you.
Is there anything you want me to do with your character while you're gone?
Just keep them singing for the group.
Just keep singing. Sorry, I'm swimming.
I'll be back shortly.
Alright. I'll be working on this pizza. Finally use this pizza.
I think I'll grab something too.
Wanting to use this for a long time, so I can't do the toss it in the air method of making pizza. I have to use a roller for it. A while back, a couple months ago, I bought this cool roller that I hadn't been able to use before.
There you go. Mythos gets 21 back, Hector gets 15.
Any of the rest of you guys make pizza? No? Am I the only one?
The real question, I suppose, is what are the chances that 3d6 extra damage kills Hex and or Mythos?
They were at one was at 5 HP, the other one was at 3 HP, so yeah.
Yeah, so that means that, let's say, 13 extra damage results in a fatality. What are the chances of 3d6 rolling 13?
Basically, we're just not going there right now. We can do that next time, but this time, no. I would have restructured the trap if it had been that dangerous.
At least. Chances of rolling a 13 or more on 3d6 is 25.93%.
I only had 6 hit points left, though. So.
Well, chances of rolling 16 or more is 4.63%. So basically, I'm going to give you a 95% chance of survival in order to make sure my spells don't become half as effective for the rest of the game.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to go with the suggestion that this particular trap had downgraded over the 1,000 years of rearming itself anytime that things came through and died from it.
Sure.
No.
I mean, it's also equally plausible that the guy making it is not going to spend the money necessary to make it do all the damage anyway.
Let's just say the person making it had every incentive of doing whatever needed to be done.
That doesn't make sense then.
Read through the tablets, yeah.
Sure, but that doesn't make sense. If the guy had all the incentive in the world and was able to afford multiple magical traps, then he might as well set up a single corridor that does 400 d6 damage.
Basically, by the time he had the ability that he needed to set these traps, there was no use for money anymore because everything was.
Oh, there's always a use for money. Yeah. Good lord, especially in D&D, you can be 40th level and you still need buttloads of cash.
So
you can solve every problem with money.
My point was that read the tablets again. Maybe you'll figure out why that was not possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't have the whole access to all of the tablets yet. So.
Yeah.
Wait, what spell circle can I cast right now?
So I was looking at your. Or you can cast up to 4th circle spells because you are effectively an 8th level cleric, even though you're level 9, because you drop 1 level of casting for being a bone knight, basically.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Which means you can cast up to 4th circle spells, same as myself and Mythos. If you would like, though not if you wouldn't, I can provide you with a list of cleric spells that are useful most of the time.
That'd be great.
Alright, I will just send it over. How do you want it?
I'll name one cleric spell that should always be on your list, regardless of where you go.
Is it a PDF or what is it?
I can do it just as text.
Just type it out here and I'll copy it paste into a Word document.
Sure.
Or PM.
Well, if you're looking for spells, mass resist energy is you can never go wrong. So basically, at any time, put energy resistant 30 on everyone, depending on the situation, is very useful.
Yeah, but you need to know what kind of energy you're about to be hit with. So in this instance, it would have been handy.
If a red dragon pops out of the sky and says, "I'm going to kill you," you definitely know what energy you're going to need.
Sure, but in this instance, it wouldn't have helped because we wouldn't have known that a lightning bolt was going to come through.
It might be useful to later encounters. It's not in this particular one.
How do you upload the sticky notes in this fucking...
Anybody disagree with my 1st to 4th circle chosen spells here?
No, they look good. You have any 5th circle ones, in case?
You can't cast with
kind of in Sixth Circle spells do you know? Just humorous.
Oh, I have never played a cleric, so I'm just looking through what things look good. So I will find a couple.
Remember, can do holy. Good.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Hector will have a choice between, what level he goes up on next time he levels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's likely to continue into Bone Knight, which will give him 5th Circle cleric spells. Raise Dead's good, but you shouldn't prepare it. Righteous Might is pretty good. I don't actually know how good spell resistance the spell is.
Well, I want to do Raise Dead because I already get Raise Dead from my domain.
I can back.
Do you get Raise Dead from your domain?
I think it's Raise Dead in chat.
Animate Dead is the one that makes skeletons and zombies. Raise Dead is the one that brings somebody back from the dead.
Oh, what? Raise Dead? Oh, no, I don't have that one.
It's only a 5th Circle spell. I mean, it costs you 5 grand to cast, but still.
Don't eat that, that's flour.
So basically, I just give him a ruby, and there's his 5 grand right there.
Well, you have to use diamonds specifically for all of the spells that raise people from the dead or repair them, which is why I prefer. Yeah, which is why I prefer firstly having one scroll of Raise Dead, not ever preparing the spell because you don't really want to cast it. But
he has
also,
revive. He has revive undead, I believe.
Yeah, but we're not undead.
Whenever we get the market going in town and we get access to potions and scrolls and all that shit.
Well, so once you know the spell, Mythos or I could produce the.
You can make
the scroll.
Awesome.
Yeah, wizards can produce scrolls unless they've done something weird. And I checked it out, by the way, Mythos. You can make a magic item with a spell prerequisite that's granted to you by another caster.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a one-line thing. I will find the specific line for you because I'm sure you'll be interested.
Hello, all death spells.
My half-hearted optimization, love.
Look, you can get all the death spells and say, "Oh yeah, here, I'm gonna read the spell." Yeah, die.
Page 282 of the DMG. The second paragraph under creating magic items says, note that all items have prerequisites in their descriptions. These prerequisites must be met for the item to be created. Most of the time they take the form of spells that must be known by the item's creator, in brackets, although access through another magic item or spellcaster is allowed.
Now
so presumably by another spellcaster giving you access to that spell means that you can collaborate with a cleric to make scrolls of any cleric spells.
You make the base scrolls, the enchanted eye, put the spell in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I would guess. I mean, I used to run in a game where you could have people collaborate and split or divert experience, but that was, less of that's more of a balance issue. So you don't have the guy who makes the magic items for the rest of the party end up with no experience, even though the rest of the party are benefiting. But it doesn't really matter all that much.
Like the way the demons work in the Hollow series.
Yeah, and there are ways you can force demons to do this in this game as well.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the imbalance, which is the equivalent there. How they kind of use their familiars to flop off the imbalance, or they give it to people, in trade for the item. Charge people experience points to make various items.
Yeah. But,
let's make a deal with the devil. That won't go wrong.
The sad thing in Dungeons and Dragons, though, is that if you know what you're doing and you make deals with devils, you always win. Because you can trap devils, or outsiders of any devils, if you know you can trap them so effectively, and then torture them for months on end until they have no choice but to accept any deal you put on them.
Fluffy bunnies.
That you basically always win.
Throw them into a room with fluffy bunnies.
Mm. Which is arguably a neutral act if you're a good character and you're doing it to a demon. So, great job.
It's not a neutral act to the bunnies.
No, you don't need to use bunnies. What you do is you throw innovations on them, stack up negative levels so high that they never succeed on a save against you, and then you can dominate them or charm them and demand that they accept your deal. Pretty much. So it's super good if you can, with high reliability, trap Balors and Pit Fiends. Real efficient.
No one in this party is good, so.
Why not? It's a neutral act. I mean, we could do the same thing.
I would classify torturing evil creatures to be at best neutral. No. I would not consider the torture of evil creatures to be good.
It's definitely neutral. I mean, we're preserving the balance of good and evil by removing the high players on both sides of the field. True neutral. If you're a good character, I would say that it's not a good act to torture evil creatures. Yeah. Like, basically for that purpose, like you couldn't make a neutral character good by solely having them destroy evil. I think that it's but that's philosophical. There's no rules for that, of course, and it's GM's decision in the end anyway. But we don't care about alignment anywho, or at least you guys don't. I do actually care about my immortal soul in the game. I am a neutral person. I'm working on eliminating the goods and evils in a roundabout way.
Which involves sacrificing people to evil deities. Gotcha.
They're already evil. Okay, so if the power goes to the evil gods, it's just going to them a little bit sooner. It doesn't. It's like.
And it's possibly going to different evil gods. Therefore.
Why don't you look at the Elder Gods? I know they would love
deities,
it.
Like
Elder Gods.
Yeah, that's like Semiyun and.
No. What did you say about Elder Gods? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Elder Gods are shitlords.
How so?
They don't do all that much. Like in my mind, at least, because Elder Gods aren't statted and actual gods are. Elder Gods aren't going to be anywhere near as dangerous as real gods.
Yeah, but they can only run by DM fiat, so that's way more powerful than a stat block.
Oh shit! Give me that divine rank, though.
I think we all want divine ranks.
I'm happy without having divine rank. The more divine rank you have, the less fun things you can do.
Why is that?
Because, like, so in order to be a deity, right, you need to do specific things. So you can't be the deity of everything. You have to be a deity of a specific, what's called portfolio. So, like, the deity of magic and libraries and knowledge and stuff.
So you need to make magic and libraries?
Yeah, but you eventually, the more powerful you get, that's the only thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you just go into epic levels, you can carry on having a laugh, turning people to frogs, occasionally turning into a swan and having sex with people. Ain't no trouble.
Oh, so you want to be Zeus?
Everyone wants to be Zeus.
So you basically are aiming for things like Zeus and Odin.
Like, I can already do that. My character could already turn into a male swan and have sex with Sarah. I mean, probably wouldn't, because whatever she's carrying...
Sarah would kill you, yeah.
And also that. But, I mean, I'm not ruling out the possibility.
I will have you hung from your intestines.
But they're not my intestines, they're swan intestines. This is like the Oglaf strip. You think this is my real head?
And then I'll have you be feathered. And stuff you in a turducken.
But normally, I don't have feathers, so I'll be fine when I transform back.
Except that you find out that your feathers are not were your hair, and you're now
or skin, bald. Yeah. Oh god! Anyway, what's wrong with having sex with a swan, really, Sarah?
No.
He says as he leans forward at his computer. Sweaty.
Creeped out. That's my katana.
No, I can think of it is Gamora in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I prefer Revivify over Raise Dead because, like, I think you should have a scroll of that as well, possibly more, because it's the fifth is expensive, and it's better, but you need to be freaking quick off your feet. But Revivify, better than Raise Dead. real good 5th circle spell if you can use it.
That's why you need a combat medic for this shit.
Yeah, it's basically Raise Dead, except the person that comes back doesn't come back with any penalties, and it costs the 5th as much, but in order to make it work, you need to hit the guy who dies the round they're dead. Otherwise it doesn't work.
So
basically heal them before the next turn comes around.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, and the reason why you actually need a cleric, rather than just fobbing the entire job of a cleric off to a bunch of scrolls, is because you can't... Well, you can't actually cast scrolls unless you're a cleric or you're real good with Use Magic Device.
Yep.
So, like, I think it's a worthwhile thing that all of the rogues, who I think get UMD as a class skill, take max ranks in Use Magic Device, so in case the cleric dies, they can loot his corpse for a Revivify scroll and revivify him. So, like, because if the cleric dies, we're straight up fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, I have good levels in Use Magic Device.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so the DC to use a scroll with Use Magic Device successfully is, off the top of my head, I can't remember, give me a second, is 20 plus caster level. So you can understand why this becomes a little difficult, because that means that the DC for a Revivify is at least 29.
I need to put more points then, because I have a total of 15 right now.
Yeah, UMD is a real good skill. One of the best.
Boy, my Use Magic Device is garbo.
Yeah,
but the funny thing is, Use Magic Device is charisma-based.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not charismatic. I'm an idiot.
But you don't need to use Magic Device because you are a cleric. You're not pretending to be a cleric to use a scroll.
Okay. Cool.
It's the reason why clerics and wizards and sorcerers don't get to use Magic Device as class skills, because they don't need it. They're the real thing. Theoretically.
They're magic.
I wrote this. This is my scroll. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Okay, so are we all here?
Yep, then there goes my alarm. Okay, pizza out of the oven.
Other good 5th circle spells for clerics.
I can kill Hector right now.
Everyone loves Flame Strike, but I don't know that Flame Strike's actually good.
Hey guys, do you know what book covers Death Knights?
Bow Knights are in 5 Nation, I think.
Wait, are you Death Knight or Bow Knight?
Bow Knight.
Yeah, 5 Nations.
Do you want me to give it to you?
I have a bunch of books here. I'm just going through.
Should have it, Shadow. I linked you the PDF for it. And it's on your character sheet, too. Look, I give everything to him, and he still can't find simple stuff. That was some good chili.
Alright, I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, you gave it to Hector?
No. I just added more memes to the pile.
Oh my god.
Alright. So, let's see. I thought somebody was still AFK. Is everybody here?
Yes.
I'll be going back over there in a minute to grab a slice of pizza. I just want it to cool down for a second and let it finish cooking itself. Okay, Valencia, did you get a chance to move yet?
I don't think I did.
I hope you run into that scythe trap.
Where is it?
I'm not going to stand back in the corridor.
It's that blood spot right there.
And, he did mark out the outline of it.
Yeah. So, Dagoth moved in a straight line ahead and didn't get hit again, did he?
Correct.
Okay, so I can move 1, 2...
And you also saw that huge lightning bolt go streaking through the corridor.
Yeah, I'm not stepping back into the corridor. I'm
going to ask you as you walked up, is Sarah okay?
Yeah. And full defense. Invisibility ticks down. And that's my turn.
Kind of find it funny. Can Dagoth do full
defense?
defense?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. the connection with server has been interrupted. Give me a sec.